Yeah.
30-something years.
And that's a good one.
We're live. Look at me. Shave. Look at that. Oh, we got 11 to start off with. What's up, guys? We're going to give it a few more minutes. We've only been live for 5 seconds here. Go ahead, Josh, and give a scroll around the camera. Let's see these fine young men that we got on here today. Look at that face right there. Them ears. Them ears. Oh, God. Get off that one quick.
The ugly one.
The whole ugly one. There you go. So we got youth.
Where's my camera? Right here?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're right there. You got youth and ugly going. Look at that. We put a picture on you and 2 people dropped off already. Hey guys, all right, we're gonna give another couple about 30 seconds. We'll get going. What's up, Nathan, Anzu, Pork? Glad you guys could make it. I love seeing you guys every week. So this is awesome. So I've got a couple young guys on here. Actually, I got 2 young guys and 1 old guy making their debut tonight on YouTube. So this is good. Justin, everyone, every evening, everyone. What's the topic of the craziness this week? What's up, Sal? Tonight we're going to talk some of these northern lakes up here in North Georgia that fish a little like Lanier. And I don't know. We'll talk about whatever else we want to talk about, but that's pretty much it. So we've been going about 1 minute and 20 seconds. So we're going to get started right now. Have I got another pin? Look at that. Hold one pin, got another one in Mayor. So that's the way it goes. So I've told these boys that there's no rules to what we do. So, man, I love you, Sal. Appreciate you, buddy. No rules to what we do. We just go with it. So we're going to get started. Welcome to the show at Fish North Georgia. And our Thursday night edition of this, we got some special guests. We got Stephen Young. And Josh, let's see camera on that. There you go. Look at him drinking his water right there, getting a quick sip in. That's Stephen, young, good-looking fellow. What's up, Terry? And to my right, we got Andrew Murphy, the Murphinator.
The Murphinator.
The Murphinator. His ears remind me of my boys, man. I'm telling you what, got some drag going right there. Got to put something on when he gets in the bass boat. So like that. And now we got, I don't even know why I put him on here, but I'm going to do it anyway. We got the old man from Lake Lanier, low-budget hookers, the guy that runs it, Mr. Christopher Taylor. Smile, Chris. You look.
I can't smile.
Don't be so serious. Smile, man. Just look at you. You look nervous. Look at it.
I'm good.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Are you really good?
I'm really good.
How good are you?
Not as good as you are.
Not
right
really good right now. We've had a good time here at Fish North Georgia this afternoon. So, and that's the way we roll. So, we love all you guys. Appreciate you tuning in. And so we're going to talk a couple of things real quick before we get into the subject. But the subject tonight is the ABA Division 35. That's a new division. Am I correct on that?
Yes, sir, it is.
Yes, sir, it is. There we go. New division tonight up here. And we're going to talk about that. And Lake Nottley, Lake Chatuge. Am I correct on that?
And Lake Nottley.
Lake Chatuge and Lake Nottley. Okay,
That's
so
it.
some good information that you can transfer to some of these other lakes. So we hope to have a good time and a good discussion with that. But we're going to get started with some serious stuff real quick. And like we do every week, we also will have the Waters Heating and Air question of the week coming up in about 30 minutes. And this week we're going to give away some fizz needles. All right, that's something you guys need to know how to do. And if you don't, you should. I know some people have some different opinions on that, but I can tell you right now, it has helped Josh and I several times in tournaments. And we're going to give away our buddy Justin. Justin, come around here. Come here, Justin. Come here, Justin. Seriously, come here. Get behind me. Get behind me right here. I want to get your face in here. Bend down. Hide your beard, dude. Look at that, Justin. Now, Justin makes jigs for us here at Fish North Georgia. We taught him how to do some work, and he created this. It's called the Slim Bangalore. And I told him I wanted a jig for a box that we did. And he created this. It's one of the best jigs. I've had guys fish it. Brett Matthews fished it on Lake Lanier, caught some good spots on it, and said it was really awesome, the action. So I wanted to give Justin and that good-looking beard of his. Look at that beard right there. There you go. I wanted to give him some love there. And we're going to give away these 2 things. All right, now get the heck on. All right, there you go. That was yours. So Josh White, what's up, buddy? Brian Baker, what's up, man? So anyway, guys, thank you for showing up. So anyway, let's get to the business at hand. First of all, we're going to talk about the Team Cody tournament that we have talked about. Hey, James Mayer. Okay, guys, listen. James Mayer is from Indiana, and I've been talking to him on Facebook today. He's coming down to Augusta here in a couple weeks, and he's been asking me some tips on how to fish around Augusta. But we got another Yankee in the house, and that's good. Every time we can win a Yankee and get him to tune in, that's an awesome thing. So he is at work right now, and promised me that he would have it on, have it where he could hear it. So James Mayer, is it Mayer? Am I saying that right? I don't know if you Yankees say it differently, but in the South, that would be Mayer. I appreciate you tuning in, dude, more than you know. And then tell all them Hoosiers. Yes, sir. There you go. Tell all them Hoosiers up there that we appreciate them. Subscribe to our channel. We'll teach them how to catch fish Southern style. So we're going to do that. But I appreciate you. Justin Spees. Wow, talking about Yankees again. I'm so offended. Listen, I love you, Yankees. I really love you, Yankees. You guys are a special breed. We had a couple of them in the store today. Everyone up here pronounces it as Meyer. Okay, Meyer. So there you go. But listen, the simple fact is there's a man in Indiana that is tuning in to a couple of Southern boys down here in Georgia talking about fishing, and we appreciate it, man. That's so awesome. So friend of the show, tell everybody up there to tune in, and we appreciate you guys. So I hope I don't get you in trouble at work. Just keep tuning in. We're going to talk some fishing, buddy. And James, I promise you, like I said earlier today, I'm going to send you some jigs. Compliments of True Grit Tackle, and we're going to teach you how to fish with jigs Southern style. So, buddy, I appreciate you. That's some awesome stuff. So, Team Cody, I'm going to let Mr. Taylor here, Mr. Photogenic. You good with this? You ready to get on close to that microphone?
I'm good. Let's go.
Good? You ready?
Yep.
Tell everybody real quick what Team Cody is all about, man.
All right. Team Cody was started from Cody Roper. He was diagnosed with leukemia, and he ended up losing the battle 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Team Cody come about by that, and we promised that we would continue his legacy. His dad is one of my best friends, Michael Roper. And we have helped a lot of people through the last 4 years through Team Cody.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're doing now is we've got a family that's local. They're out of Dahlonega. And John Marshall, who is 43 years old, I think, he's got leukemia. He just had a bone marrow transplant last week.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing pretty good. I talked to Kimberly, the wife. She said today that he's having a little issues, but he's doing pretty good. And then the daughter of the family has got Crohn's disease, and she is going to be having a colon reversal on December the 7th. This family really needs our help. I've been through a lot of medical issues myself. I couldn't imagine what it would be like to go through medical issues with my daughter going through it too.
Tell them about the mom too as well.
Yeah, and the mother, Kimberly, she had a liver transplant in 2016, so she's not able to work. So the only income they got coming in is what little income that she's got. So December the 19th, we're having a tournament. It'll be out of Little Hall. It's $100 a boat with 50% payback. And then we're going to have a raffle. We've had a lot of people come on with raffle prizes for that tournament. That'll be $1 tickets at the tournament. And I think you're going to get some stuff together.
We'll get some stuff together. Absolutely.
Pam from Georgia Blade has got some stuff.
Right.
Fat Lips has got some stuff. I've got to go over to Truett's Monday or Tuesday and pick up some stuff. So we've got a lot of things coming on with the raffle. We also have a gun raffle that is going to go through January the 30th. That gun raffle is for a Smith & Wesson AR-15 223. Those tickets are $10 a piece. You can get some here at North Georgia.
Yep.
Danny's got some.
That's right.
You can contact me, Michael Roper, or Ben Cloud. We all have tickets. So
remind me to put your contact information in the comments underneath, so when somebody on YouTube watches, they know how to get in contact with you.
Okay.
Just remind me to do that.
All right.
So for sure.
So with that being said, we want to invite all the fishermen to come out. I don't care where you're from. It's a good cause. This ain't about winning. This is about helping a family, especially this time of the year. We've got a few boats signed up so far. We can have up to 70 boats in this tournament. It's $100 buy-in, 50% payback. Come out and help support a good cause. We'd love to see you.
Yeah, and listen, guys, that's awesome. Now we can talk fishing all day long. We can talk politics. We can do whatever we want to do. But the reality is, as a human being, our number one, and this is my personal belief. I don't know what yours is that you're put here to glorify your Creator and to help your fellow man. So when you get in a situation like this, it's Christmas time, and I know a lot of people are concentrating on buying presents for your family. But I know one of the things we did last year in my family was one of the presents that we did was we sent bought into a care package for a relief organization in Romania. And I actually watched one of my daughters cry when I said, hey, we're going to help these widows for a month. We gave them a month's support. When you do something like this, you're teaching your kids and you're teaching other people to, what it's really all about is, and that's helping our fellow man. And when we get to situations like this, it don't matter what your political affiliation is. It doesn't matter. None of the things matters is the fact that, we got a family here that's got 3 medical issues. Think about that in your own family. 3 medical issues. I've had a wife that had thyroid cancer. I understand what it's like to watch somebody suffer, go through some medical treatments, and it sucks. Now imagine having all 3, your wife, a husband, and a daughter. That's some serious stuff. So I want to challenge all the people that are watching this. If you need to contact somebody to figure out how to do this, contact me directly. I'm not scared to give my cell phone number out at 678-283-6700. Leave me a message. I will tell you how to help. If you want to donate some money, just out of the goodness of your heart to this family, all the cash goes directly to the family on the raffle.
Directly to the family.
So I gave him, we sold $120 worth of tickets from the last episode. And Chris come and picked it up. That's going to the family. Now, even 100, and I don't mean to be that serious. I know we're going to talk fishing, but there's some things that's more important than putting the line in the water, and that's helping your fellow man. Okay, you do stuff like this because this is what you're supposed to do. So I'm going to challenge everybody out here that's listening to me. $10. I want you to give $10 to this cause, and if you don't want to buy the raffle and you don't want to. You're not against guns or whatever. I don't care. That's fine. I want you to give $10. I know how many people follow this every day. I know a lot of you guys are great guys. And let's help this family out. Let's make this our cause for 2020. It's been a hell of a year. And can we do a donation on here to the cause? I tell you what we're going to do, Chef Matt. At the end of this, there we go. So we got some money coming in right here from the studio audience. See, that's how it works, dude. Look right here. That's how it works. All right, this ain't ones. So that's awesome. Can you got some? Can I give you guys some credit? Do you mind? That's from Justin and from Aaron Cole. And listen, we love it when guys do that. That's what Fish North Georgia is about. That's the reason we're here. We can talk fishing all day, but it's to build a community. It's to help out our fellow man. It's to help out our fellow, women, children. We got fishing rods. We've got to give the kids this for Christmas and stuff like that. This is how we do. At the end of this broadcast, in the comment section, we will put a link to our PayPal, and you can send a donation here. Sorry I couldn't be there tonight, Robert. There you go. All right. 20 tickets for Team Cody. There you go, right there. That's absolutely awesome. Contact me, 678-283-6700. The link will be in there. We'll tell you how you can send. You can donate or you can buy a ticket. I will mail the ticket to you. I'll pay the postage. I don't care. So you guys are awesome. That's one thing I love about Fish North Georgia. The community that we're building here, they take care of each other, whether it be shoes, whether it be, for the kids at a school or whatever. Anytime I've asked you guys for something, you guys have stepped up. So you guys are top shelf. You guys kick ass. And that's the way I'm going to say it straight up like that. I love every single one of you. And I don't say I love you for no reason. I absolutely love you guys. And thank you very much. I asked for 100 fishing rods. We got 100 fishing rods. I asked for Bibles. We got Bibles. We got everything. And it's all because of you guys. We put out for shoes. You guys gave us, we wanted 20 pairs of shoes or something like that. They gave us 96. So our followers are absolutely the best out there. So Team Cody, that's our goal for the rest of the year. Is if that's okay, we're going to support that cause. I think that's a good cause, and I'll make sure you get every single dime.
It works. It's all 100% going to the family. So,
Absolutely. So there you go. We will do that. So for the rest of December, anything you guys want to give, we're going to make sure. And listen, guys, I'm not lying to you. If it's $1, seriously, if
I
it's
had
$1,
a guy the other day. He pulled out everything he had in his wallet, and he said, "I ain't got enough to buy a ticket, but here's $3.
$3. That's right.
$3 goes a long way."
That's right. I'm not going to get too serious on you, but you guys reading the Bible where it talks about the old lady that only had a couple pennies and she gave what she had like that. I know, I mean, I say pennies, but it's a matter of giving what you got from your heart for a cause. And that's the way it rolls. So you guys are awesome. I'll get 10 tickets. I'll come by the shop. Hey, Matt, that's fine. I'll have them here for you, buddy. I will be waiting on you like that. So again, something we can talk fishing all night. I know we brought these guys down here, but the reality is let's help each other. So love you guys. Thank you very much. I'll have the tickets and we will put it in the comments. And again, you have my number. I want to say it one more time. This is my personal number. This straight up. Call and leave me a message. 678-283-6700. And I will tell you how we will get this all done. So, but again, you guys are absolutely the best. So, all right. So we got that. And now that's America. That's right. Damn right, Josh. I hate to say it that way, but that's what we do, buddy. We see a lot of crap on the news, but when it comes down to it, this is what we do for our fellow guys and gals and stuff like that. So heck yeah, America. Is that the way? That's a good way to say it.
That's a good way to say it.
America. All right. So there we go. All right. Now I have got a special announcement before we get into the nuts and bolts of what we're talking about now. I'm getting thirsty. Hold on. You got to go pee? Yeah. Chris Taylor made it 16 minutes before he had to go to the bathroom, guys. Can you get that in the shot? Listen to them. Old men. Every time we bring an old man on here, they got to go break every 5 seconds. So, hey, Josh, why don't you put it on another camera real quick while I wet my whistle here right there. There you go. Look at that. Look at that fine young man.
All
right, you ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
All right. So anyway, real quick. All you electric guys out there, and I know you're going to watch, I got some big news for you. There is a company called Elko that everybody knows we are associated with. They make electric outboards. They're from up north, and they are absolutely some awesome guys. We are a dealer for them, but they run this little series called the E-Bank. And what the E-Bank is it's kind of hard to figure out for an old boy like me, but they run a tournament series where they figure up these points. And right now it's teams from Maryland, Virginia, and Georgia. And at the end of the year, based on their point schedule, you okay, old man?
I'm okay.
Okay, good deal. Just checking on it. Diabetics, listen
Yeah.
at you. All right, so at the end of the year, what they do is they give away an Elko motor. All right, and it's a pretty cool little thing. But my announcement tonight is this. Fish North Georgia is going to partner with Elko to revamp, so to speak, the E-Bank. Is that a good way to say it, Josh? Is revamp a good way to say it? What we're going to do is we're going to take the E-Bank to the next level. And we've got a big meeting, a big conference call tomorrow night with Elko. And tomorrow afternoon with Elko. And we're going to talk to them. But Fish North Georgia is going to be in charge, so to speak, of redoing and making this series kick butt. So are you out of here? You leaving? You just giving me a thumbs up. There you go. I got thumbs up from the gallery right there. But that's what we're going to do. And, there's 3 teams right now, or 3 series right now that participate in the E-Bank, and that's Electric Bass Opens, Small Water Angling Teams, and Dahlonega John Boats. Well, boys, we're getting ready. We don't know what we're going to be able to do for 2021 because we're in December and it's getting ready to start. But I can promise you this: in 2022, you're going to absolutely love what the E-Bank is going to become. And I hope some of you big lake guys decide to come on over and try to fish against us electric only boys like that. Fish North Georgia, we're going to make it something. So you in conjunction with the electric elites. And now with the E-Bank series, again, we're going to take electric-only fishing, and we're going to put it on the level with BFL and FLW fishing. Before it's over with, we're going to have you guys, we're going to have the actual elites fishing, and it's going to be something else. And, one of the ideas we're floating around, and I'm just to give you an example of kind of thoughts that we're talking about here, we're talking about Alabama, maybe North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, maybe fishing against each other. And maybe the northern tier states fishing against each other, maybe possibly meeting in a neutral location, say maybe Kentucky, I don't know, something like that, and maybe having an actual real championship, stuff like that. So these are just ideas we're floating like that, but I can just tell you right now, it's going to happen. I got the email today, and let's see, Justin Speak. So question and call me a noob, but is electric only electric craft like a yak or small John boat rolling trolling motor only? I'm trying to read that. Yes, electric only is boats. So now in the back of my head, I'm trying to figure out a kayak series as well. But this series right here is for electric only boats running in lakes like Latham, Hickory Log, and Lanier. We're going to run big lakes like that too as well. The elites are fishing Lanier this year. I know Electric Bass Opens is fishing Blue Ridge. I know Dahlonega John Boats is fishing Lanier. But it is a boat, and it is powered by, a lot of guys use some real high-end trolling motors. A lot of guys use electric outboards like Elko, to which if any of you guys are interested in an electric outboard, Fish North Georgia is a dealer. You hit me up and I'll talk to you about it a little bit and see if we can help you get one of those on. But the big thing is that we're going to take the steps necessary to make electric only bass fishing in the Southeast on the same level with the big boat motors. Is that okay with you, Mr. Lake Lanier?
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. And actually, look at you. Hold on a second. Put that camera back on. Look at him all laid back and everything. Just get that camera on up.
I'm laid back. I'm comfortable now.
You comfortable?
I'm comfortable.
Is the old man comfortable? You done went and peed. You good now?
I'm good.
Okay, so listen. Are you going to get your feelings hurt when an electric only guy like me just wears you out on Lanier?
Bring it on.
Yeah,
only one way to find out.
Only one way to find out. It is interesting. So, and listen, we're going to create all kinds of ways to get involved with this so that it will start on a grassroots level with your local electric John Boat Club. We're not trying to do away with any of those. And this is kind of, we don't know if we're going to mold it in with we don't know what we're going to do. All I can tell you is right here is that the e-bank, if you look on some of these clubs, you'll see this thing. You'll see the sponsor, and you're going to see Elko e-bank. Well, Fish North Georgia is getting ready to take control of that a little bit. So you electric only guys, I hope you're interested in that. If you got any suggestions with it, feel free to call me. But again, I'm going to try to get all these big boat guys to switch over to electric. And so on Saturdays when we're on the outdoor channel, and we got these electric only guys fishing for $100,000, you're going to know right where it started. It started right here in Marble Hill, Georgia, and we're going to go kick everybody's ass with that. So all you big boys, I got all big lake guys in here. You okay with that? I'm talking to you, Ears. Murphinator. Murphinator's good with that? You're fine with that? How about you over there?
I'm good with it.
You good with that?
Bring it on.
Bring it on. So, and we might listen, here's another thing Josh and I talked about, because all we do is here and talk about what we might can do. We're going to have some tournaments where we're going to take an electric only guy or teams, and we're going to put them on a big lake against the big lake guys, and we're going to take the big lake guys and turn them around in the next month and put them on an electric only stuff and see who's really. Look at Jeff Cash. What's up, buddy? We're going to see who really is the big dogs, because I'm telling you what, I have fished with both, and there are some great anglers. There's some guys in a $60,000 bass boat that will just take your money every day, and there's some guys in a $12,000 John boat that will take your money every day, and I love every single one of them. It's fun. So, guys, electric only. Here we go. Fish North Georgia and the E-Bank. After tomorrow, I'm going to be able to give you more details. So, but I will tell you this. Elko told me I could go ahead and tell you guys that. So, there you go. So, I hope you're ready for that. So, all right. There's our announcements. Did I miss any announcements? You got anything you need to say?
I'm good.
Anything from you guys up north? You got any charity stuff, anything like that?
No, we're good.
I say up north, but hell, y'all from Canton.
Yeah, we're from Canton.
Yeah, we're from Canton. I had these guys come on. I thought they was driving down from Blue Ridge tonight, and they drove all the way over here from Canton. Took them about 10 minutes and all that. So,
I think
but
it's 24.
24 minutes. All right, so the big 24 minutes. But here's the thing about this is They got over here a little early, and they got to see how we do things here at Fish North Georgia. Kind of the way we roll when we're off camera, and I hope you understand that as of now, you're part of the family. So you good with that?
Good with it.
You're good with that. You're welcome anytime. If the black truck's here, you call and text me. I gave you my cards, and you show up like that. So, like I said, that's the way we roll. So, all right, guys. So here's the big topic of tonight, and we're gonna do this for about another. We're gonna talk about this for another 5-10 minutes, and then we're gonna give you the waters, heating, and air question of the week, and then we will get back on topic and finish out the show. So, it's Craig, right?
No.
What
Andrew.
No, I know. Hell, I know what your name is, but what's Craig Bennett?
Craig Barnett.
Barnett.
Yeah.
See, there you go. See, that's what I mean. Craig Barnett hit me. He wanted me to talk to you guys about something, and you guys got included in it. And unfortunately, Craig could not be here tonight due to a family situation. And our thoughts and prayers go out to his father-in-law, correct? That's his father-in-law?
Yes.
All right. Seriously, though, I hope your father-in-law is feeling a lot better. But he sent these two young pups down here. How old are you?
25.
25. And how old are you?
25. How old are you?
48, buddy.
Okay.
All right, listen. Now I'm just going to give you some advice. You're going to feel real good to hit about 40. When you hit 40, it goes downhill, man.
I'm already feeling it.
Oh, don't give me that. Listen, at 25, I ain't even going to tell everybody what I was doing at 25, but we'll have to change the rating on this show. But anyway, so we're talking about the ABA, which is the American Bass Anglers Fishing Tour. It's sponsored by Bass Pro Shop. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
That's correct. So I plead the fifth, Josh White. Absolutely, dude. Listen, and I love to get off topic when these guys comment. I am so glad I grew up when cell phones were not there, because if cell phones were there, I'd probably still be in jail.
Not as much cell phones as the cameras.
Cameras, yes, seriously.
Cameras.
We could do things that these young guys could only dream about doing and getting away with. I lived in the 80s, boys. That was the highlight. It's all downhill from there, though. The 80s were the best. I ain't even going to tell you. Big hair, beautiful girls. That's all I got to say. So anyway, back to the fishing. The Bass Pro Shops. Did I miss something right there? Listen, seriously. The music was better in the 80s. Jigging for strippers. What is that? What is jigging for strippers? Or was he talking about stripers and he misspelled it? We can talk about jigging for strippers, but listen, I'm gonna plead the fifth on that because I ain't admitting to nothing. That's all I got to say right there. We ain't talking about nothing. But if you're talking about jigging for stripers, I recommend, Georgia Blade's got some sheepoons and stuff. See, stripers equal strippers low. Well, which way is it? The strippers equal stripers or the stripers equal strippers? I don't know. So I'm gonna plead the fifth on that because it just might happen. I think my wife's working tonight, but she might tune into this later. I ain't saying a word about strippers. How about you, Chris?
Nope. He's got to be from Altoona.
You got to be from Altoona. How about you, young man? Come on.
Hey, I don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing about strippers?
Oh, strippers. Nope.
Strippers. I meant strippers.
Strippers. Nope.
You don't know nothing about strippers, smart man. How about you,
Neither
Murphy?
one.
Huh?
I don't know either one.
You don't know either one. Listen, y'all guilty as hell. And y'all guilty and you don't even know what you're talking about. Listen, I ain't seen your eyes. Look at them. Yeah, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. Y'all are guilty.
I'll get a phone call here.
You get a phone call. You married?
About to be.
Seriously, 25 getting married. I just work here at Josh White. Why you want to do that? I'm gonna put you on the spot. You love her?
I love her.
You love her? Listen, I love her. I love my wife too, but I ain't gonna say that. I get it. I'm glad for you. So we'll be praying for your marriage. You're married too?
Married man.
How long you been married?
2 years.
2 years.
2 years and 2 months.
Does she mind when you go fishing?
Nope.
Let me tell you something. Here in a couple of years, she will.
Hey, I can change something.
You can change something. Listen, I love my wife to death. After a while, listen, here's the honest truth. After a while, when you've been married so long, they want you to get the hell out of the house. And they'll say, just go fishing like that. So just hang on in there. It'll be good. So, all right. So getting married, already married. So, all right. I know what I'm dealing with now. But all right. So let's where are we at? It's about 8:30. Let's get to the waters, heating, and air question of the week first. And then we're going to talk to these married men, these old wisdom, man, that we got about some of these lakes like Nottley and Chatuge and the tour itself, the schedule. So you guys can talk about that. So we'll get real serious and get down in the talk. But here's the question of the week. Is Nathan is Nathan on here? Has he already chimed in?
Buddha.
Buddha? No, Nathan. Seriously.
Buddha.
He's up there.
Who's
I saw
that?
That's his
name.
nickname is Buddha.
Mm.
Yeah.
I saw him up
Nathan's
there.
is Buddha.
Yep. Well, his real name is Nathan, but everybody calls him Buddha.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Buddha. There's Buddha. I will not listen. Let me tell you about Buddha. Buddha wins every single week. So I'm not lying to you.
So he's already got a set of them.
Look,
players needed.
he's got everything we own almost in here like that. Buddha's sitting there with a computer, 2 laptops, and a phone ready to Google this. So here you go. All right, Nathan, here you go. For all you other guys, what artist and what song had this lyric inside of it? All right, you ready, drum roll? Was vaccinated by a phonograph needle one summer break. There you go. That is the lyric. Was vaccinated by a phonograph needle one summer break. All right. You got to be an 80s child. If you don't know this quick, you suck. And you don't know good music is all I'm going to say. Josh is cringing every time I say suck. So but let's see how long it takes you guys. Huh? What's up, Aaron? You smiling? Aaron Cole's in the house. He was here a couple of episodes ago, and he's back there just making faces at me. Look at that. It took him a while on this. He's flying. I cannot believe you guys do not know this already. Was vaccinated with a phonograph needle one summer break. Don't make me take a big swig and sing the whole song. Nathan Dunn's got it. Does anybody else play the question of the week? Guys, listen. The question of the week is brought to you by Waters Heating and Air. Waters Heating and Air is at a ball ground. There you go, Chris Nation. All right. Well, Chris Nation is one. Waters Heating and Air. The phone number is 770-773-0073. Mason Waters, great friend of mine. He does absolutely excellent work. If you got any heating and air problem in North Georgia, you need to call Waters Heating and Air at 770-773-0073. He's an honest man, and that's what you want. Listen, I'm telling you right now, he's an honest man. He will treat you right. And you can say all kinds of things about businesses. You can do all these sales. You can do anything. But the fact is, you say he's an honest man, and he'll do you right. Yeah, that's a song, dude. I wish I could play it. So anyway, again, real quick, thank you to Waters Heating and Air for sponsoring the question of the week. Again, 770-773-0073. The answer to the question is David Lee Roth, and the song is A Little Ain't Enough. You guys need to look it up on YouTube after this show, not right now. If you didn't know that, you really need to have a lesson in good music. So I was close, but not close enough, because I am absolutely a Van Halen fan and a David Lee Roth fan. Sammy Hagar, they're all great to me. So who won it? Chris Nation. Chris Nation, I want you to go to Fish North Georgia group page. After this show, I want you to, in the message, send me your address. You're going to get the Justin Warren Design Special Edition half ounce Slim Bangalore. And we call it the Slim because it has something to do with a line. It's a movie, right? 1934. It's about linemen. All right, guys, every time we have one of these, it's what? William Wister Haynes. Did I say that correct? Yeah. Josh is smarter than me at this stuff. But anyway, it's a movie about linemen, and linemen are one of the things we like to support here. They're the frontline guys. We have a winter storm. I was going to say Justin Bieber. I don't remember a lot from that time in my life. Josh White, listen, I remember everything. I just can't tell you about it. So, he's ordered. So, hey, all right, buddy, it's coming. So you're going to get that. Listen, I'm old, and it's been a long day, Chris, so I apologize for not knowing that. But you're going to get that, and you're going to get the fizz needles from Fish Care Products, Fish Life Fish Care Products. So 2 fizz needles. Everybody should have these in their boat, and if you don't know how to use it, maybe we need to put a video out on how to. So that's coming. So anyway.
On the back of the pack.
What's that? Directions are on the back of the pack. Look right there. See? For those of you that don't know how to do this, I will be honest, I'm pretty good. I go through the mouth though. And now you said you go through the side.
Through the side. Yep.
How many fish you ever fish through the side?
Probably 10 or 15 or
10
so.
or 15.
Yeah.
And they generally, when you catch them out of deep water, stuff
Yep.
like that, you bring them on up. How many times did it take for you to get that right? Because that's not an easy thing.
No, it took me. I mean, I had to learn from somebody that knew what they were doing
Right?
a good little while.
Yeah. So that's awesome. So listen, guys, listen. Anything you try that's new, you're going to mess up a little bit, and that's fine. The point of it is to get better over time so that we grow into what we're doing, and we're perfect. So you get that spit dip. You good now?
Yeah.
You got your can?
Yeah, I got
You set up? All right.
Yeah,
See,
I'm
I
good to
love it
go.
when these guys get comfortable and set up. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm about to pee in my pants. So
Picking on me.
listen. I went 20 minutes longer than you did. I mean, seriously, listen, I've been here since 7 in the morning, or 8 this morning, 9, when the hell I showed up. I'm going to let you take a second,
All right.
introduce yourself. I want you to talk about the ABA Division 35. All
I'll
right?
let Murphy help me with that
You
too.
want to let Murphy help you out?
Hey,
I'll help
Murphy's
as
the
much as I
director
can.
here.
Oh, well, heck.
Oh,
Well,
ears.
Ears. Okay. How deep do you need to fizz a fish? Well, let's do that. I'm going to go use the bathroom. So before we get into the ABA 35, I want you to answer that question, and you can answer it. You give your 2 opinions on it. And Chris, if they don't like the way you answered, if you don't like the answers, you chime in, okay?
Okay.
Can y'all handle it for about?
Aaron's gonna come take your seat.
Aaron's going to come take my seat. Absolutely. Come here,
Yeah.
Aaron. Aaron, come on. Come on,
He
Aaron.
catches them out of
Come
deep
on, Aaron.
water. He can probably tell how to fish
Sit
better
down
than we
out there for
can.
a second. This is how we roll. Look at that. Father Time is in the house. Father Time is in the house. So anyway, okay, go. Fishing on talk to Cheeseburger 03. How deep do you need to fizz a fish?
In my opinion, you need to fizz them anytime you pull them out of deep water. I mean, if they're floating upside down, they need to be fizzed. But that's the only thing I got.
Yeah,
I, mean, I don't.
I like to just fizz them when they're upside down.
Yeah,
That's about it.
when they're flipped up.
Yep.
It don't take long to realize when you need to
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Dump
they
him
go
in the
belly
live
up in
well and
live
he turns
well.
up.
Right.
Tournaments, couldn't tell you how many times I've had to go out and fizz fish after people leave
Yeah, for
because
other
they're
people.
floating upside down.
Because they don't
Yeah.
fizz them, then they turn them loose in 6 inches of water, and they can't get turned right side up to
Yeah.
swim away.
Yeah.
It kills a lot of fish like that too. Yeah.
Now, I fizz through the mouth, and a lot of people fizz through the side. And through the mouth, I just feel like I got more control of that needle. When
Yeah.
that needle goes in, you can feel it right when it hits that bladder. Boop, you'll feel a little pop. The only mistake I've ever made doing that is I drained too much air out of the bladder, and the fish died on me. And that's happened once. After that, I fizz them, leave enough air in there where they can swim around.
It's a tricky thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Did you run
kind of
everybody else?
a trial by error type thing.
Trial by error. Where do we get to?
Fizz and fish.
Yeah.
Fish.
Murphy hadn't explained the ABA yet.
No,
Okay, we won't get to the ABA, but okay, so talk about how you fizz.
I mean,
What's your preferred way now? There's 2 ways to fizz a fish. One is through the mouth, and one is through the side. So my preference is to go through the mouth. I feel more comfortable with that. When I fizz a fish, I feel like I can feel that needle right through the chompers, slide it in, and I can feel when it hits that air bladder, it just slides right in, bubble the fish out. Not all the way completely, because you said like that. You don't want to take all the air out of it,
Yeah.
but you want to get some of the air out of it. You said earlier
Through
when
the
we were
side.
talking, you like
Yep.
through the side. Now,
Yep.
why do you like going through the side?
I've just always, that's how I learned it. And I
Right.
can dump them in the live well and I can pop them in the side and watch the air bow out. When it starts to slow down is when I pull it out.
Tell everybody on there, kind of give them a description for those that aren't familiar with fizzing through
Yeah.
the side. Now, granted, fizzing is when you pull a fish. Did we explain that to them? When you pull a
Pull it
fish out of deep water, their air bladder expands.
Yeah.
And it causes them to lose their equilibrium. So tell everybody when you're, when I describe going through the mouth, I take that needle and I see the chompers on, and what I call the chompers,
Yeah.
but it's 2 distinctive marks on top of the mouth. And I go right dead center of that with a needle.
Yep.
All right. So that's through the mouth. Tell everybody when you're going through the side, give a little bit of a description of what you're looking for exactly where you put that needle in and so that somebody that wants to give it a shot, like you're
Yeah.
teaching everybody right now.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
yeah.
So when I got a fish, I need to fizz when it starts floating up in the live well. I'm gonna lay it down flat. I'm gonna lay down. I guess it's fin on the side or whatever, the dorsal fin, not dorsal fin,
Gill plate.
gill plate fin.
Gotcha.
Lay it down, and I'm gonna get that needle, and I'm gonna kind of go two
scales.
scales back, pop that scale off so it's easier to get in and go straight in. And I'm gonna lay the fish down in the water and let it float, let the bubbles come out.
So how far does it actually take for you to stick the needle in? Because this needle,
Oh, not far.
yeah, I'm gonna open this up just to show
It
everybody.
should be 1.5 inches, 2 inches.
Inch and a half, right?
I mean, it depends on the size of the fish.
So here's the product right here. We'll take the cap off. Well, I'm gonna try to.
They're pretty tough.
All right, they are.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't
Say
know.
1.5.
I'm gonna put it right in front of the microphone. There we go, right there, so you can see it right in front of the microphone. Now, this microphone, yeah, it's about 1.5 inch needle right here.
Yep.
So I'm taking it straight through the chompers. I'm going right in, and what you're gonna see is you're gonna see these air bubbles. If you hit it right, if you go into the bladder, whether you're going from the side or the front, you're gonna see when you put the fish down in the water, you're gonna see bubbles coming up. That's
Yep.
the air releasing out of the bladder, and then. Like you said, Chris, though, you said earlier, don't take all of the air out.
No,
And the reason why is
it will kill the fish.
kill the fish if you
Yes.
take too much air out.
Yes.
So what we're going to do, we're going to try to get enough to where that fish can establish an equilibrium so that when you put it down in a live well, if you put it down with this air bladder that's expanded, that fish is going to lay on its side. And it will lay on its side and eventually it'll kill him
Mhm.
if you don't take it out. But if you take this and pull some of the air out, that fish's equilibrium will come back up and it will survive. Now, one of the things, and I don't know about going through the side, either one of you guys can chime in on this. But if you take this needle and you're going through the mouth and you see the two chompers on the back side, like I said, if here's my mouth and I'm the back, they'd be about right here, like on the top, on the back. And so I'm going to want to go, this is a hell of a daggum description right here, ain't it? I'm going to want to go dead center. But the important thing that I have found is when you fizz a fish and you go in, you've got to keep that needle level. If that needle is pointed up or down, you're going to hurt the fish and do damage to the fish, especially if it's pointed down. Because Christopher Gayton, Danny, let's get a live demonstration. Lay down on the table and let the guys show us. Do you want me to take my shirt off or what? What do you want me to do? I mean, seriously, Chris. Yeah, just let's set the bar kind of high right there, Gayton. I mean, seriously. What we're going to do is, though, when you take that fish to the chompers, you've got to make sure that this needle is running parallel with it. Because if you turn it up and down, you're going to get into the what are you laughing at? Huh? What are you laughing at, Aaron? Huh? Come on, buddy. What you like? Listen, making fun of me back there. What? Listen, huh? You gonna demonstrate? Yeah. Seriously though, if that needle is turned down and you go into that fish at a downward angle, you're going into its intestines, in its organs, and you're going to kill that fish. So make sure when that fish, and I'm sure it's probably the same going on the side. Am I correct like that? All right. So you pick your spot and you take that needle and just seriously take your time. Definitely take your easy on my partner. Gayton, you should have stayed, buddy. If you didn't have that little sniffle, you could have stayed too. But that's okay. So we're just going to make fun of him while he's here. Right between the chompers on him. Seriously, though. Guys, listen, it's not that hard. Have a little confidence in yourself. Will it take a fish or two to get it right? Yes. Okay, it will. So don't give up on your first time if you have a fizzer. But just make sure that thing is parallel and you run that thing either in the side, second scale back from the side fin.
Yep.
All right. Parallel. And once it clears the skin, it's almost like you feel a little pop, but it feels like it goes in easy right there all of a sudden.
Yeah.
If you're hitting something other than that air sac, you're going to feel resistance on that needle the entire way. So make sure once you get that needle, whether it's in the side or through the chompers, when you go to the initial penetration, and so here's the skin. And if that needle, you see how that needle goes in on the backside. Once you hit that initial penetration right there, if you're in the right spot, it's going to get easy, and you'll know you're in the air bladder. But I think keeping it parallel is a must for that. So that wasn't something we were going to discuss, but I think it's a good thing. You want to grab some of them fin weights real quick?
Yeah.
On the back. I want to show them one more thing before we get into that. Because this is kind of important.
Fish too. That's saved more fish than I've seen it kill.
A fizz?
Yeah.
Yes,
fizz
actually. You want to, and like
I mean,
Brock
I've seen
Turner,
people do
use
it
fin
wrong.
clips. Hey, Brock, check this out.
Ooh,
Look what I made. Look what I made him
that's
go
a
get.
hammer right there.
This is another product, guys. And this is, Good grief. You guys got them put in there right, but I'm going to take one out. And this is an alternative to fizzing a fish. Now, this is a fish, okay? You see here, it's a clip. It's an alligator clip, and it has a weight right here. When you have a fish that is turned over, and just like Brock Turner says in the comments right there, you can take this and you can put it on. And Brock, you're going to have to give me the name of the fins because I'm just a good old boy that don't know all of them. But I would say the dorsal fin. Is that the one? Which
I
one?
know.
One
Dorsal
of the,
fin's on the
anal
top.
fin. So the anal,
Anal
fin.
fin.
Yeah.
So you're going to clip
Yeah.
one on the, and I'll do it on my shirt right here. You're going to clip one on the anal fin like that. There's 2 fins up here up front, and you can clip the other 2 because they come 3 in a pack. And what that will do is in a live well, that's going to hold that fish in this position right here so that he's not over and out. And eventually, nature will take care of itself, and that fish will be able to release any air that's in it and naturally correct the bladder. So I do agree with Brock Turner that if you have some fin weights and you're fishing the elite, and I said the elites, I always think about the elites, man. I love the elites, but that's what's on my mind. If you're fishing tournaments and you got fish in your live well, you really, if you're responsible, you need to have either fin weights or normally one on the anal fin will work. That's true because they're pretty heavy. Now, unless you got a big, 5, 6, 7 pound fish, but one will work. And it's all about fish care. But if either have the fizz needle, if that's your choice, or definitely have the fin clips on your boat. Just like scuba diving, they get the bends. That's exactly right, Josh White. They come up too quick, especially when you're pulling them out of 30, 35 foot of water in the wintertime. So
It don't matter what we fishing, electric, bass, whatever. Fish care is number one thing for everybody.
absolutely.
So that's why these are so important.
That little weight right there could be your difference between a $500 day and a $0 day.
Absolutely,
Exactly.
because a lot of clubs will not allow you to weigh in a dead fish.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have a 7.5 pounder that's you pulled out 40 foot of water, and at 7:30 in the morning he's laying like this. But if you got
330
one clip for a big and 2 for a real big, and that's right, Brock Turner. Listen to the wisdom for that man. That man knows how to fish Lanier too. You know,
Yeah.
Brock.
Yeah.
You know, Brock. Yeah,
That's a hammer.
Yeah, he's a hammer, ain't he?
He is.
Listen at you, Brock. I mean, send me something, man. I'm giving you a lot of love tonight. But hey, seriously, Brock, I appreciate you tuning in. What about a 14 inches though, Brock? Listen, seriously.
Brock don't catch 14
But listen,
inches.
yeah, Brock don't catch nothing that
he
small,
throws them
number one. But
back.
number 2, if you're fishing on your hula and you got 5 fish that are 12 to 14 inches long and one's turned on the side, you want this. Okay, so but it really does work. John Long, I don't know if he's watching tonight. He gave Josh and I one because we lost a fizz needle on Latham one time. And he was coming by and we was telling about it. And he threw us one of these. It was by another manufacturer. They make several of them. But it actually saved our fish that day. And it was a fin clip. So seriously, guys, fish care. And it don't matter what lake you're on. If you ain't going to take them home and eat it, better cull it anyway. Listen to Brock. That's right, Brock. Brock's used to 5 fish, 19 pounds.
Easily.
Hell, does he not? He don't even weigh in if it ain't over 19, does he? Very seldom.
Very seldom.
Yeah,
Most times Brock shows up though, he's weighing.
16?
Yeah,
It's
well,
like 16,
He
almost
slacked off
17.
that day.
we just need to change this episode to the Brock Turner Love Fest. How about that? Y'all want to do that? Brock Turner. Change the title of the thing, Josh, to Brock Turner and ABA 35. But anyway, seriously, Brock, I am so flattered that a fisherman of your ability is watching tonight. And I'm not BS. That's pretty cool. So thank you very much for watching. All right, now we did fish care. We did the elites and their e-bank and all that stuff. You guys ready to talk actually what we're supposed to talk about?
Yes, sir.
Look at that, 48 minutes in and we ain't even covered a subject yet. That's the way it rolls around here, guys. We just
It
throw this
flies
together.
by. I feel
All
like
right,
we've been
so
here 10
that's
minutes.
right. So the ABA, we did the question of the week too, didn't we? I went
Yes, we
peed
did.
and forgot. All right, so we're good. Man, I've been here all day. You don't realize what goes through this noodle. Josh and I sit here and we got rabbit hole after rabbit hole going through our head. And then it is what it is. So James Larry, hey buddy, I hope your wife's letting you watch. I appreciate it. He watches during dinner time and his wife gets on to him. So Brock Turner, love the show. You know what, Brock? Thank you. Thank you very much.
You need to have
And-
Brock on.
We need to have Brock
Yeah,
on.
that's
But
what I was
look,
about to
Brock,
say.
I'm going to ask you one question and be honest. If I ask you to come on, are you actually going to tell people what you catch fish on?
No.
Probably not.
chance.
There ain't no
No.
way in hell Brock's gonna say. "Ah."
Everybody out here shaking their head.
Everybody's like, "Yeah, get Brock, turn her on." Yeah. Brock's like, "Hell, I ain't telling you nothing." So, but Brock, listen, we respect your abilities here at Fish North Georgia, and we appreciate you watching. So, but however, maybe we get Turner Tire as a sponsor on here. There you go, Brock. So we might talk about that. So give me a call, 678-283-6700. So we'll do that. But regardless, all right, let's talk about the ABA Division 35. All right, so Murphinator. All right, so we deferred to you before I went to the bathroom. You are
I'm the director.
you're kind of young to be the director.
Well, somebody had to start it out.
Brock Turner, maybe. Thank you, buddy. We'll talk to you.
I was the first one to step up and kind of do it.
All right, so you just took a leadership role.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Mr. Young Man, we're going to give you a couple minutes. Tell everybody about the ABA Division 35.
Okay.
Go ahead. It's all yours.
The ABA, for those of y'all that don't know about the ABA, it's a draw tournament. So even if you don't have a boat, you can still come out and fish. You draw an angler at the beginning of the day. They're all 8-hour tournaments. It's a series that runs all over the country. It's nationwide. You could get a membership to fish right here on Nottley and Chatuge with us and turn around next weekend and be on Kentucky Lake fishing a tournament up there.
Gotcha.
So you can fish all over the country. I like it because it really makes the best of the best stand out.
And how does it do that?
Because you don't have any help out there. It's every man for himself pretty much.
Now, now we talked earlier, I know you said because of COVID, it's not a draw system yet.
Yeah, we're not doing draws because of all the COVID precautions. What we're doing right now is if you're a co-angler and you know somebody with a boat, or if you do show up and somebody volunteers to take you, you can do that. But right now, because of COVID, we're not drawing.
So if I say, listen, dude, I want to be your co-angler, I can sign up for whatever tournament you're fishing. If you say yes,
yeah,
for right now, we can fish.
Yes, sir.
But now eventually it's going to go back to the draw system.
It's going to go back to the draw system. That way you could show up with your brother or whoever, your dad, your uncle, your cousin, whoever, and expect them to be your co-angler. But to make it fair, we separate everybody and make everybody draw. Now,
Gotcha.
you might get lucky and get drawn to be in the boat with that person.
Right.
But
You
then
never know.
again,
Now, I saw something today, and this was with the ABA 25, I think.
the
Keith,
125?
right? Is it 125?
125.
Keith? Is Keith Ridenhour? That's what
Yes,
he,
sir.
because I saw him on Facebook, and he said he had a post today, and it was that the ABA is the largest weekend angler
Anglers.
tournament. Yeah, for the weekend angler, it's the largest tournament series in America.
Yes, sir. They don't allow any guides, anybody that's guided on the body of water that we're fishing in the last 30 days. They're not allowed to fish. Or if they do fish, I think it's like you can pay $500
Right.
and still be able to fish. I'm not 100% positive on that. I have to talk to Keith about it, but no guides, no like professionals. It's guys that go to work every day and they come out on the weekends and fish.
That's awesome. Now, Stephen, how did you get involved with this?
Murphy called me up one day and he was like, "You want to help?"
Hey, man, come fish.
I'm the bag dragger or whatever, weighing up the bags. and
So you
everything.
do the weigh-ins and stuff like that.
I guess, and we'll figure it out as we go.
You figured out as you go.
Yep.
Now you two guys are young. All
Yep,
right.
sir.
So you're not old farts like me. So what is it though? What is the appeal to you, Stephen, about the ABA that makes you say, you know what? He calls you up and it's something that makes you go, yes, this is what I want to do. What is it?
So I like fishing, or you mean running one?
Anything. I mean, just about the ABA. I mean, what is it that makes you want to participate in this? So that's what I'm saying. Anybody that runs a club, one thing they've got to do is they've got to have something that draws the anglers to them.
Yeah.
We run the elites, stuff like that. We want a certain, type of individual to be in our club. What is it about the ABA that drew you to it?
I mean, I like Murphy said, I mean, we both fish a lot of team tournaments, but I like that you can go out, fish by yourself, throw your headphones in, just go out there and chill and fish all day. It's kind of nice to just do something different.
Now, are you a boater or are you a non-boater?
Boater.
You're a boater or boater?
Yes, sir. Boater.
Okay, boater. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever had a non-boater that got on there that just you were like, oh, man?
Actually,
Be honest. Be
there was-
honest.
So it was my first year fishing ABA, and one tournament I caught him real good, and the next tournament I drew a co-angler, and at first, they drew my number, and I was like, oh man, this sucks. But the guy was super cool. He was
Right.
super cool, and you're supposed to split the I guess like the
fuel expenses.
well, not
and-
that it was like locations on where you fish, and I
Right.
told the guy I was like, where you want to fish halfway through the day, and I mean. I forgot his name, but he was super cool, dude. And he was just in there to chill and fish. He didn't care. So
But have you ever got a really just a jerk?
no,
Not
I
yet.
haven't. Luckily not. Not
That's
yet, not
awesome.
yet.
Okay, because
So-
that happens.
Oh yeah.
Usually the
absolutely.
boater is a jerk.
Usually the boaters are jerk. Yep.
Point
And they'll
them
back
out
boat,
into
yep.
What
60
about-
foot of water.
What about you?
Never had a bad co-angler.
Never had a bad co-angler.
Never.
So you know what? That's amazing. People say I've never had a bad co-angler, but if you ask a co-angler that,
Yeah.
Oh, they
oh
probably-
boy,
boaters.
listen, it
I
changes
probably
real
had
quick.
I probably had some comments on me before. I mean,
Are you one of those guys?
unintentionally?
You ain't got a line in your boat and tell guys you can't cross it or nothing
Oh,
like
no,
that. Okay,
no,
no, listen.
no.
We've
No,
heard
don't
some
get
The
stories.
whole boat's
Don't
open
get
if
caught
it-
fishing in his brush piles though.
Oh,
Yeah.
you one of those.
Yeah.
Now, where's your brush pile? Which lakes?
I-
On Nottley
Al-
and Chatuge?
Al-
Alatoona is my home lake.
Okay,
that's
so
that's
here
my
we
baby
go.
right there.
So you're one of those. Don't fish
Yes,
your brush
sir.
pile.
Oh no, I'm not quite there, but
You pull up on your brush pile of guys on it. What do?
Throwing
Uh,
hands.
no, I usually turn around and leave. But I've had a couple people not be too happy when I turn around and leave. So
Brock loves the ABA. I have only fished one, but I really enjoyed it. It sounds like a pretty cool.
It is.
Now
It
let
is
me
a
ask
great
you: if
organization.
I saw a co-angler win a bass boat, hey, listen,
Yeah.
I'm sure it can happen.
they
Yeah.
do it every year. They're raffling off 3 of them at the national championship this year on Kerr Lake.
Okay, that's awesome. Now let me ask you something though. Say Josh and I pull our electric rig up to one of these tournaments. We're good with that. Y'all good?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all accept us?
As
We
long
pay
as
the money.
anybody-
you have a split live well, right?
As long as you have a split live well, that way each angler can have each
Oh,
of them
so,
weigh in a
listen,
limit.
so we can't come as a team.
no,
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 no, it's-
Oh, y'all suck. I can't. I got to fish for Josh. So that rules us out. But it's okay. So look, it's $70 for a 1-day event.
Yes.
It's $140 for a two-day event, and it's a $35 annual membership. Now, when somebody pays the $35 for the annual membership, what are they getting? Either one of you.
They can go fish any ABA trail, any tournament on any lake that has an ABA club.
Okay, so if I want to go fish
just-
Keith down there, he's on Alatoona. I'm like, I'm an Alatoona hammer. I can go that weekend to his.
And then
And
turn
then-
around and go up to Nottley. You could turn around and go down to Eufaula.
Well, they're
Kentucky
everywhere.
Lake. They're all over the country.
How many divisions of the ABA are there? You
Probably
guys know?
30 or
I'm not
40,
100%
but-
positive, but there's got to be at
30 or
least.
something?
Well, that's
Yeah.
30 of the AFT.
What
That's
I-
just the American fishing tournament trail.
Okay. What
And
does Bass Pro Shop throw into this thing? Because
they're our main
they're
sponsor.
the main
They-
sponsor.
They help out with advertisement.
Right.
They help out with a lot of different
All
things.
right. Let me ask you this. So you got to draw. I'm reading off your sheet. We got a draw format. Bring your boat. Use your boat. Low entry fees. No meetings the night before, which that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Who the
Yeah,
hell
so-
wants to talk the night before? But anyway,
Yeah.
show up at the ramp morning of event. National ranking, service team rankings, Angler of the Year program, and huge national championship. Top 500 invited. So talk about. Let's just say your first date is February 27th on Nottley. We'll talk about the lake in a second. What kind of winnings are we talking about in a ABA division series?
I mean, the last one I won was. I
Oh,
think
you
got-
won. Hold on a second. We got a winner here.
It was a few years ago. Yeah.
You're
then
25.
and my boat
hold
blew
on
up.
a second. You're 25.
Yeah.
How long you been doing this?
14, 15, I got a boat, and then I'd fish through high
Yeah.
school and college. I fished a lot in college. And
Okay.
then my boat motor blew up 2 years ago, and then I just got a boat again in July.
So now you're back into it.
Back into it.
But you're like
a little rusty.
But you're like a veteran.
I wish. I'm
But
not.
25 years old and you're already a veteran in the
I
thing.
wish.
Let's snatch out. How long you been fishing it?
I've been
Longer than me, a lot
yeah,
longer than me.
I've been fishing since I was 5. Since
Well,
I was old enough
how
to
long you been in the
walk.
ABA though?
In the ABA? I just started last year.
Last year.
Last year.
Okay. All right. So this is a new trail though. This is a new division.
Yeah.
This new division, brand new. There's never been one on any of the mountain lakes. North of Allatoona, there's never been a division.
How did you go about getting a division?
I pretty much called in and said, well, Keith asked first
Right.
who would like to start it. I volunteered to start it. I then got in contact with the president of ABA and the vice president of ABA and talked to both of them. And they said, we'd love for you to run a division for us. Go ahead and get us a schedule, get some stuff together for us. We'll get it all posted up on our national website and start bringing some people in.
Which one of you work for Spro?
I
Steven.
work for
You work for Spro?
Yes, sir.
You work down at the
Kennesaw.
really?
Yep.
You in the warehouse? Or are you like in sales or what? Are you? Let's
I'm
figure
in
this out.
So I just got hired on 9 months ago, and so
You know, Spro sponsors some of our stuff.
really,
Yeah, our guide videos. Spro is a sponsor of that on
Okay.
our YouTube channel.
okay.
We need to hook up on rock crawlers.
I got rock crawlers.
Hey, we
Listen.
all. Hey,
I ain't crazy about the rest of your stuff, but them rock crawlers are legit.
I know.
Hey,
Well,
those little
and
Johns
we sell
are-
them so much
Yeah.
right now.
It's
I
hard to
like.
beat.
I need to
Those
get
crankbaits
some
is
for a
hard.
tournament coming up, and I can't. Get
I
'em.
got a couple you can borrow if you need them.
We got an air shipment coming in tomorrow.
What color? What color you want? What's the best rock crawler color right now? Let's say you're fishing either Nottley or Chatuge, and you can go all the way down to Allatoona. But what's the best color right now?
I like that Phantom Brown, and I like the Molten Crawl.
Molten crawl.
Yep.
Now, see, I fished a reddish color on
Red
Lanier.
River Crawl, or is it
You know what? I don't know. I mean, it's out. It's out my
Red
truck.
Bug?
Hell, I don't know.
Is it or it like a flat red? Or
It is
a
more.
shine-
It
like
is.
a clear?
It is red on the sides with a little green across the top.
That's probably Red Bug.
Red bug.
Yeah.
You know what? How hard would it be to go out my truck and find it? We'll pull it out. I'm gonna get the right color for this thing. Now listen. Hey, listen. Look in my tackle box, Justin. Listen. Don't mess with my bow. My hunting bow is in the back. Don't screw up my bow. But if you pull up the thing, I got all these things. I got one that's got nothing but crankbaits. Bring that in here. I love Justin Warren to death. Did Chris go to the bathroom again? Chris Taylor has gone to the bathroom again. So ABA paid $1,100 for first place in big fish in the Derby I fished. Very impressive. Actually, it is. And that's the pretty cool thing about it that I'm noticing. I'm out, guys. Be looking for the next live section piece. What you got to go to bed for, dude? It ain't but 9 o'clock. Come on, Josh. Hang in there with us. 9 o'clock they start falling off, but that's okay. You can watch the rest of it tomorrow. One thing I have noticed though is the prize payouts with the ABA. They're a little on the better side.
Yeah.
How did either one of you guys fish the BFLs?
No.
I have fished a few. They pay pretty good too.
I was getting ready to ask you, what is the comparison between the ABA and the BFL?
I'd say the ABA pays a little bit more because BFL, they got so much equipment they got to set up. But I mean, I've only made money as the co-angler. I only fished them last 2 years. So
4 a.m. is early and I got a 3-year-old. Yeah. Nathan, Brock, he wanted to know if you won that ABA you fished, which is probably a pretty good shot. Here we go. Come on in here.
I should.
We're gonna find out the
what?
right color of this rock crawler
when
right
did he
here.
win? 2
On
weeks
Fish
ago?
North
No, it was. It was.
Lanier.
Oh heck, I
Halloween
got
Day.
it tied on.
Yeah.
That was the
And
last
there were
time my
what?
boat was
40
in water.
boats?
I have it
45?
tied on to my
There
rod.
was. I think there was like
Oh, that's
40
Red River.
boats, but then there was like 15 or 20 co-anglers.
All right, so look at this rock crawler right here. I don't know if you can see it. So you can see that rock crawler. Take that greenish color, or this greenish color on top.
Yep.
It's got this
Yeah.
red right here on the side, but it's a little more red. This is a little more translucent of a rock crawler.
Yep.
What's
That's
that called?
Red River Crawl.
Red River Crawl.
Is
So,
that a 55 or a 50?
hell? I don't know.
I
You
think
work
it's
for Spro. You
55.
tell me. 55.
Yep.
Okay, so on Lanier, the last couple of Wednesday tournaments that I fished with, or the Hammond's digital tournament,
Yeah.
I fished with my good friend Brett Matthews. We started off the morning on rocks, and we got hammered on rock crawlers early.
Yeah.
Early, but it was this color a little bit darker than that. So you said
Yeah.
that color was what?
That's Red River Crawl right
Hey,
there.
listen,
Or
Brock-
Red Bug.
Hey, Nathan, Brock won. Imagine that.
Surprise.
Surprise.
Remember, I told
You told-
Murphy,
he
I
told
saw
me. We
Brock
pulled
idling
up.
by, and I said, talking to Brock a minute. I was like, Murphy, he's going to take her money, but
I told
we're
him
fishing for second.
I mean, I was pushed. I was thinking he'd show up with maybe 18, 19. that
18
day.
or 19. There you
Yeah.
go.
That's
What
I
was your
saying.
weight, Brock? Come on, you're already on air, so go ahead and tell us your weight.
I was
While
like
you're doing that, let's
60.
yeah,
something.
let's get everybody guess the weight that Brock won. Number one, I don't know what like
1675. I think it
1675. Hell, I'm gonna go
It was-
19.2.
I'm gonna say 1667.
1667. We don't even know what lake he was fishing.
Lanier.
Linear.
Oh hell, he had 19.
Uh,
19.
It was
No,
tough.
it was
Man,
tough
it was
that
a tough
day.
weekend.
I only had one fish that day, and he
Brock,
beat
let
me
me
out of
be-
big fish.
Kevin Chadwick, 85. Brock, we're waiting with bated anticipation, sir. We want to know what
He
you
logged
won.
off.
Yeah, Brock's done gone.
He's like,
He's
see,
like,
I
all
want
right,
to
I
know
turned
number
this
one,
star.
Brock, what your weight was, and you're
you
very
caught him on.
you're very confident. Be confident and just basically balls out. Tell everybody what you want them. The BFL pays better, much higher entry. Brock, we don't care. We want to know what you won the tournament on, son, and we want to know what you caught them on because we know that's it. Now, Nathan, 17. It's 19-2. Come on, Brock. We're waiting on you. Anyway, we're going to start talking about Nottley and Chatuge. Well, we're waiting on Brock to figure out what he got. Winner gets a rod. No, sir. I ain't giving away no more fishing rods. I done got screwed with that. So we ain't doing that. So let's talk about Lake Chatuge. 16, sad. Who said 16? Didn't you say 16?
yeah,
I said
1675.
16.
Man,
67.
Brock, why'd you even weigh in, dude? Every time I see him, he's got 19.
I wish he
something.
wouldn't.
I
have
wish he
weighed in.
wouldn't have. I'd have got big fish.
You got big fish? Listen, he's sitting at home in front of his computer knowing that he just kicked y'all's ass.
Yes, he did.
He thinks that
day.
every week.
He did that day
He's just sitting there and
bad.
he's got his wife beside him. Where, yeah, baby, that's me. Yeah, that's right. I want it.
He's sitting there laughing at us right
He's
now.
laughing right now. He's like, yeah, baby, that's right. I'm Brock Turner. Oh, I said, can we do that? I can just, my name's Brock Turner, and I am a Lanier Hammer. Oh, Brock, we love you. I'm sorry. I don't mean I'm not making fun of you. Hell, you kick my ass every time I piss against you. But all right, so let's talk Lake Chatuge. Now, one of the things I heard with a lot of guys in here earlier when we were partying before the show, because we're like Van Halen in this concert time. We party before and we party after. But he only had 3 fish. That's right. It's a 3-fish tournament. He had 16.
Yeah.
So
Sounds about right.
that's about right. So here's the deal. Lake Chatuge, I've heard fish is a lot like Lake Lanier. A lot of the same tactics. So I'm going to give both of you young guys a shot, and then I'm going to give the old man here a shot because I know Chatuge is one of his favorite lakes. So we're going to start to my right. We're going to go around. What is your favorite wintertime tactic on Lake Chatuge and why?
I mean, I like to throw a drop shot and a jig. Just fish slow. Probably right now, fish dishes. 25, 30 foot.
What color?
Anything from green pumpkin to I like a PB&J jig. On my drop shot,
Yeah, what color?
like a more,
Come on, dude, give it up. What color?
I like morning dawn. Is what I
Morning
like.
dawn. Okay, that's
That's my
not bad.
favorite
That's
drop
not bad.
shot
Morning dawn. So you like the drop shot and you like the jig.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm gonna ask you this question on the jig. Do you like in the wintertime fishing the heavier half ounce, the bigger jigs, or you like a 1/4 ounce guy? Does it matter?
I usually throw 3/8.
You just throw the
3/8.
standard
3/8 jig. That's what I throw year round, pretty much.
All
3/8
right.
jig.
3/8 jig, Arky
Yes, sir.
style head.
Yes, sir.
You ain't gotta call me sir, man. That's all right. I know you're young, but that's all right. Sal fishes a lot like Lanier. That's what I'm hearing. All right, so you.
Yep.
Wintertime tactics right now in Chatuge. You going up there tomorrow? What are you gonna fish with?
I'll probably throw a rock crawler a good little bit around, and then
Does
probably
Chatuge have a lot of rock in it?
yeah, a lot
Okay.
of rock, a lot of clay bank too.
All right. So rock crawler. I know you ain't gonna throw that all day, so you're
No.
gonna throw that early.
And definitely a jig, maybe around some docks and a drop shot.
So
too.
you're a jig guy
Mhm.
around
in the winter.
in the winter. But now this is on Chatuge specifically.
Yep.
So, but you mentioned docks. He did not mention docks.
No, I'm gonna
So
get on offshore structure.
You're offshore structure. You're looking for shallow water docks
Yeah.
or deep water docks. Which one?
Deep water docks.
Deep water docks. And then so you'll throw a jig, tons of blowdowns on Chatuge. Okay, absolutely. So you'll throw a
Really
jig
big.
on the docks. Now, any particular way you like to fish the jig around docks, or just are we doing your standard raise it up, drop it, raise it up, drop it?
I'm just gonna work it wintertime, December, January, February, I'm going to work it real slow.
Okay. All right. Size. You going quarter, 3/8, half? What are you looking at?
3/8. A lot of guys like to go with a quarter though in the winter, but I like to feel it a little more.
And why do you
3/8.
think those guys go with a quarter?
Everything moves a lot slower in the winter?
So you think they get that lighter presentation in
Mhm.
there? They can move it just a little slower.
Exactly.
Now, both of you, before I get to the old fart beside me, you like standard jigs or living rubber in the winter?
I couldn't hear you.
Living rubber. Do you use living rubber jigs in the winter, or does it matter?
Just standard jig.
Just standard jigs.
Yeah.
How about you?
Just standard jig.
You don't know anything about living rubber in the winter?
Yeah, I've thrown it, but I mean, they're cheaper. I make my jigs.
You
so-
make your own jigs.
Yeah, I make my regular.
Okay. What colors you like to make?
Browns. That's about.
So you're looking
all
at
I
browns in the wintertime,
Browns. Yep.
pairing it with what type of trailers?
You
ain't gotta give me your best, but orange?
trailer. Yeah.
Now, your orange trailer, we're talking orange the whole length or just maybe on the
crawl.
tips?
Yeah, the crawl legs.
Okay.
So
So,
the Bama
so
crawl,
I-
maybe.
Yeah.
Bama crawl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I don't notice a difference in the actual trailer though. I don't think it makes much of a difference.
Okay. So, jigs before drop shot or drop shot before jigs?
If I need a limit, I'm going drop shot.
So, you get your limit on Chatuge with the drop shot.
Yeah.
But if you're going for size, we're going with the jig.
Yep.
Same with you?
Same way.
Okay. Now, Chatuge, northern or south end of the lake?
I'm a largemouth guy. I like north.
So you're targeting the largemouth in Chatuge, not the
Yep.
spots.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And how about you?
I might stop on the middle of the lake and try to catch a couple spots to just kind of fill the limit real quick.
Right.
But then I'm going straight to the north end.
So so on Chatuge as it lays, what you're telling everybody is if you're wanting a largemouth, you're going to target the north end of Lake Chatuge.
Yep.
The rest of the lake is a spotted bass type of lake. For the
More
most
so.
part.
More
For the
so.
most
I
More
part.
mean, the
so, I
creeks,
mean-
yeah, pretty much any creek.
It kind of, I mean, you can catch largemouth anywhere.
Hey, Steven, Brock wants your autograph now that you're a movie star.
We'll exchange autographs. How about that?
Yeah, that's
Hey,
right.
No, you need to trade him.
Hey, I'll trade you some rock crawlers and some spros for some waypoints.
Waypoints.
That's
There we
where
go.
I was
Now we're
at
talking.
right there.
Now we're talking, Brock. Yeah, come on. The ball's in your court now.
Wait a minute, I got some waypoints.
Hey,
Well,
there we go.
yeah, but
Hey,
you
I
ain't
got
Brock
some
Turner.
Hey.
You're kind of ugly, but you ain't Brock Turner. All right. So I mean, let's just be honest. Your waypoints are good, but you ain't Brock Turner. That's just the way it is. Okay, so I'm setting this up because this is a Lanier guy. Now you guys are more Alatoona and up the 515 corridor.
Mhm.
But when you get to Lake Chatuge, now Nottley, real quick, similar tactics or totally different?
I mean, it's different, but some of the same. I'm going to throw a jig still.
See, every
but
time I go by Lake Nottley, I drive up. I got a kid that goes to Young Harris, and every time I drive by that lake, it seems like it's down.
It always seems like it's down.
It's always down. It's like you cross 515 over it, and hell, it's like a creek.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, so now do they drop Chatuge like that, or Chatuge up all the
I
time?
checked it the other day. It looked like
It
it
was-
was
It's down a
what was it,
little
7
bit.
feet low?
Yeah, but
Or was
it's-
that not?
they don't drop it like
They don't drain
like
it. It's just
no.
low.
Yeah, it's just low.
Because Nottley,
They
they
don't-
drain that thing down in the wintertime.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Chatuge goes to a wintertime pool so they can work on the docks.
Yep.
Yeah.
They bring it
That's-
out right in front of the docks, and that's their wintertime pool.
Mhm.
It ain't your turn yet.
Well-
I'm just kidding with you. I'm messing with you. All right. So, okay. So, all right. Anyway, I love messing with Chris. He's one of my buddies. So, we're going to give the old man, because I know we're way past bedtime. Anyway, we're going to give the old man here. You said Chatuge is your second favorite lake by Lanier,
Yes.
besides Lanier.
Well, it goes Lanier, Chickamauga, Chatuge.
Okay. So, we're top three.
Mhm.
All right. So, your wintertime tactics right now, I tell you, hey, let's rig up the boat. Let's go to Chatuge tomorrow. What are we doing? And be honest.
And
Don't
I'm
lie.
going to be honest, I don't fish Chatuge in the winter.
Oh Lord, here we go. We always got a monkey wrench. When do you fish it,
Spring,
and why?
because it is awesome. You go up there, Lanier, it fishes a lot like Lanier, but Chatuge here lately, anybody that fishes Lanier knows Lanier topwater has been off. Chatuge topwater, it is ridiculous. They'll blow a topwater out of water 2 foot over there.
Okay, so now when you say they'll blow it, are we talking largemouth or spots?
Spots.
So you're saying the spots in Chatuge are ultra aggressive.
Yeah. Largemouth is
spring.
pretty aggressive too.
But in the spring,
In the spring.
do you fish Nottley?
Nope, I've never fished Nottley.
Okay, so we're gonna sit Nottley off the schedule for a second. Now, Chatuge top water bite. Have you ever experienced what he's saying?
I haven't. No.
So you haven't fished it none in the spring.
I haven't in the spring. I fished it in the summer. Actually, we had my bachelor party up there at Chatuge for the summer, and then I fished it some in the winter.
Okay.
So,
All right. How about you?
I've never fished it in the spring either.
Listen,
I
here,
just
guys,
heard it's
listen.
the best bed fishing lake that you can get in the state of Georgia.
The best bed fishing lake. And is that because of the clear water?
I believe so.
Okay.
And I mean, they've just got a
just
population
got a lot
of
of
just
large
big
now.
fish.
Yeah.
Now, listen, is it one of these lakes where the spotted bass have taken over, kind of like Lanier, or is the largemouth still supreme in
there's-
Chatuge?
largemouth
There's
pretty
still
supreme
it's about
there.
50-50. They've still got a lot of largemouth in Chatuge.
A lot of largemouth in Chatuge. Okay, but Chatuge is what I would consider a clear water
Yeah.
reservoir.
Mhm.
Highland Reservoir. That's what I hear a lot of people say. So, generally, from my experience here lately, since we started Fish North Georgia, you would classify Lanier. This is in Georgia, talking Georgia. So Lanier, Carter's, Blue Ridge, Nodley, Chatuge as and maybe Hartwell. But let's just stick with those five as deep clear water reservoirs. But the majority of those are spotted bass heavy. You're still saying that Chatuge is largemouth heavy, but there are spots. So I mean,
Yeah.
It's
Chatuge
working
and-
its way up, but
Yeah,
it's like anything.
Chatuge and Burton both are about 50-50. And Burton, that's another one of my favorite lakes. I've actually had better bags on Burton than I have Chatuge.
right.
But I like Chatuge because the view is just you out
It's-
there fishing. You forget about fishing sometimes just looking at the view.
Yeah.
It's
I went
beautiful.
to a
So
lake.
you
the
get
other
like
day.
all emotional when you go to Burton.
Oh yeah,
Are you
I'm
serious,
closer to
dude?
God up there, man. It's,
Oh, I'm
it's
close
beautiful.
to God right here. But you okay? I got you. All right. So, Sal Pinto spots on Chatuge do hit top water different than Lanier. It's insane. Okay, well, so there you go. So you guys need to get on the top water bite there in the spring like that. What are you doing?
Brock took his
Yeah,
comment
Brock. What
down.
did you say? We got
He took
message
it down.
retracted on the screen.
That was where he asked for Steven's autograph. Steven told him he'd trade him.
Either that or he was
He didn't
going
want
to
to
tell
talk
us.
about waypoint.
He was going to tell us about his waypoints or where he caught him. And he went, nah, I can't do that. So, okay. So here's another thing too on this ABA that I got a question for you guys. So you fish all of these tournaments. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tournaments, all at Nodley or Chatuge. And then there is a national championship on Kerr Lake. So what does it take as an ABA angler to qualify for the national championship on Kerr Lake?
It is the top 250 boaters and top 250 co-anglers in the nation, based off of their top 4 tournaments.
Okay,
So you could go in the ABA trail and fish 30 tournaments
Right.
if you wanted. When it comes down to the national championship, they're going to pull your top 4.
your top 4 weights,
Top 4 weight. Oh,
Okay.
top 4 points.
points on that.
So like anything, a full field, which is above 20 boats, is 200 points based off a 200-point system.
Okay,
If you win, you get 200 points.
And then-
Second's 199. It drops down by 1 point for
Right.
every spot after that.
okay,
They take out your 4 best tournaments. So say you go out and win 4 one-day tournaments at 200 apiece, and you win a 2-day at 400 points.
right.
So you've got a perfect score, perfect season. That's what, 1,200 points?
Yeah, whatever. I don't do math this late at night.
It's like
but yeah.
1,200 points. If you come in with 1,200 points, you're going
Right.
to be ranked number 1 in the nation.
Gotcha.
I think there's only been like 1 or 2 guys that have ever done it.
Right.
But it does happen. It has happened before. But they basically take the top 250 boaters and the top 250 non-boaters and send them an invitation to fish a 3-day championship on Kerr Lake.
Okay, so 3-day championship. Is it kind of like the first day there's a qualifying? Like just say you got 250 boaters. After the first day, they cut a few, and then you get down to the weekend. Is it kind of like that? Kind of like bass?
I think you fish them all.
I think you
You
fish
fish
all
all straight
3
through.
days.
Yep.
All 3 days.
Fish all
which
3
is
days.
nice.
What do
I
you
like that.
win?
I think
Uh,
first place you
first
get a
place is-
Triton.
A boat. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Triton boat.
Okay.
Angler of the year gets tried.
Angler of the year gets Triton boat. First place, I believe, gets a Triton boat, and then they raffle off one Triton boat.
Okay. Let me. I want to take a second. Time to football. Thank you for the compliment, sir. He said, "Awesome show." I do appreciate that very much. We try. We definitely do try. So we're not fishing for cash. His name is what? Asan. All right, Asan, Mr. Time to Football, awesome show. Thank you very much for tuning in, buddy. We appreciate you and you taking your precious time to listen to us talk about fishing. So thank you very much. Now, so we're fishing for Triton boats. So basically, that is when you start this at the ABA, you know, if I go all the way through, I'm fishing for a Triton.
Well, it's a Triton for first place, and you get money too.
And you get money.
Well, how
Yeah,
much
you get
money
a
we
cash
talking about?
prize.
Let's talk about cash. Boys.
I never won one.
I've never
so
won one, so
yeah.
yeah, I don't know exactly how much it is.
Okay, all right. The Lord spoke up there. Nottley is a sleeper. Chatuge is overfished and too small for the pressure it gets. Okay, so
I
you
agree
never
with
fished Nottley.
No, I fish.
You fished Nottley. Okay, have you?
Yep.
Okay, all
Yep.
right. So let's talk Nottley because I've never fished it. I just know hell it's always down. You're going tomorrow to fish Lake Nottley. Without giving up your secret special, what are you fishing with?
Probably gonna throw a spinnerbait all day.
Seriously?
White spinnerbait, and then if I can't get bit on the white spinnerbait, I'm gonna drag a jig.
Okay, now we fishing in Nottley for largemouth or spots?
Spots.
So Nottley is different than Chatuge. It's got
Yes.
more of a spot population.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. How about you?
Probably going spot fishing with jerk bait, something like that.
I think it's amazing how people, when I get people on here and I ask them about how they fish, they're different. You say spinner bait, you say jerk bait. Now, why do you think he's throwing a spinner bait and why are you throwing a jerk bait?
I like a jerk, man. I just love a jerk bait because, I mean, it's a clear lake. You get any kind of wind, throw a jerk bait. If it dies down, throw a drop shot.
Right. Why do you think he's going to throw a spinner bait, a white spinner bait? What's his thinking?
Because Murphinator catches one on a spinner bait.
So you're a spinner bait guy.
I've caught a couple on a spinnerbait.
A couple, one or
Caught
two on a
couple.
spinner bait.
Couple.
Okay, so when you throw a spinner bait, let's say you go tomorrow, you're at Nottley. Now, are you fishing a certain depth? Do you use your electronics to say, all right, the fish are at 15, I'm gonna drag a spinner bait at 14, or are you buzzing it across the top of the water? What is the Murphinator doing?
During the wintertime, like right now when we got the cold front coming through, I'm slow rolling it. I'll start off the day around blowdowns, a lot of blowdowns, rocky banks.
Okay.
Just kind of slow roll it around the tops of blowdowns.
All right.
Hopefully one comes out of the blowdown and bites it.
Gotcha. Okay. How about you? You ain't ever fished it?
Not Nottley. No.
Not Nottley?
Nope. Never.
So
been
you're a
on that.
Nottley virgin.
Yep.
Okay, well, we'll get you on there at some point. All right, guys. So how about this? I'm a regular Joe. I work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Let's see. Hold on a second. The Lord has spoke up again. Brock's up. Fish is like Lanier in the summer and can run to the creeks and flip a frog. Insane how good the lake is. So now let me ask you, did you, before Mr. Brock says something about a frog, if he's not leading us down a rabbit hole that, on purpose, he's throwing us the wrong way. Let's say he's saying the truth. You ever thrown a frog up there?
I haven't. I've only thrown it on.
Hey, you're a
Lanier.
spro. You're a spro guy. You should have a bunch of frogs.
I know. A lot
Do
of.
you really? Honestly, be honest right now. In your tackle box, how many frogs do you have? Honestly, don't lie.
Probably got 50 or 60.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, I got a few
I
tackle
got that
boxes
many.
of frogs.
Oh,
yeah.
so you're loaded up.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping you said like 1 or 2, but 50 or 60. Never mind.
That's me.
That didn't go the way it was supposed to go. So you got that many too.
No, I got 1 or 2.
Yeah, well, let me ask you, how
I
many
don't
frogs do
fish.
you need?
So, I mean,
Are you one of those guys that just walk into the store and like, I gotta have that, pick it up and get it?
we just get them a lot. Like when we get new frogs in, my boss will say, "Hey, take this." We get 10, so he'll give me one.
Yeah,
So
okay. So you get them
I
from the
just load them
company.
up. Yeah.
Okay, of the 50 frogs, how many do you actually fish? Be honest.
5 a year. Maybe.
Yeah, that's about right. It sounds like you never know when you'll need it. I buy some every time I go to the store. I know, Josh, that's the way it is. You can never have too much stuff, but the reality is I've got hundreds of jigs and I might throw one.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
You
That's
got your
like
one
me.
color.
Yeah, that's me.
So that's the way everybody is. So like this. Where was I going with this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
either.
know what color frog Brock throws.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Brock, what color do you throw?
What creeks is he doing that?
I like the what Killer Gill. That's one of our best sellers, and Diamondback and Green Pumpkin. Those are like stupid, just like a frog.
Now,
I
is
mean, they're brown.
that a popping frog or is that one of those?
Popping frog?
That's
Yeah,
popping frogs. So you
Yeah.
like the popping frogs?
I do a lot.
Okay. All right. Now, how about you?
I throw the other frog, the soft shell, just
The soft shell across the top.
bounce. Yeah, just bounce it across the top.
See, I love this fact that people are so different. And we're talking
See.
about the same thing. What do you throw?
And I throw a ribbit frog.
What's
Oh,
your river
with the
frog?
paddle.
Yep.
Paddles.
So it
So you're
works
just reeling it.
Yeah, it works basically like a buzz bait, and
Yeah.
you just reeling across the top of the water. Yep,
So how it goes?
that's how it goes.
That's about what it sounds like coming
Yeah,
across the
that's
water.
about
too.
what it sounds
It's
like.
kind of like a
All right,
whopper. It's
so-
kind
all
of
right,
like a
so-
whopper,
so
whopper
Miss-
flopper.
Oh, listen, don't talk about. I hate Whopper ploppers.
Whopper
Whopper plopper.
Great.
I used to a lot.
That's
Now
a fun
everybody
thing to
throws it.
throw.
You throw Whopper
Oh, I
plopper?
love it.
You seriously?
I love it.
Whopper
and a
plopper
salmon.
is the worst bait ever invented in my mind. It is one of the worst. listen, that thing right there, and it's all because of Josh. It's Josh's fault. Because the first year we fished, and he knows this is the truth. He's gonna get mad at me for telling this, but the first year we fished in Electric Bass Opens, from January to daggum, I mean, it was 17 degrees, and his ass is throwing a whopper plopper. And I mean, he threw that joker. He said, "I'm gonna catch a fish on this whopper plopper," and he threw it all year long. And I don't think he ever got a bite on it. I told him, I said, "I'm gonna make you a T-shirt calling you the Whopper Plopper Master or something, whatever it was." But I'm like, I ain't never seen anybody catch a fish on it. Except for that, let me take that back. I did see Josh catch some fish on Jim Farmer's whopper ploppers that he made over at Hickory Log. He did catch a fish at Hickory Log on it.
You used to be able to go and catch like 50 fish on it. Like when they first
Oh,
came
you
out.
got you
Oh,
lying
yeah.
like
Oh,
a dog.
no.
When they
Really?
first came out, you
When
could
they
catch 'em
first
on a
came
whopper.
out.
Yeah, when
When
it
come
first
out,
got-
it's hot.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was insane.
Yeah,
It was
when
that new
Jennifer
thing.
Lopez first came out, she was hot too. But after a while, it
Oh,
all
she's
wears
still
off.
hot.
She's still hot.
She's still hot. Jennifer Lopez. I listen. Okay. Anyway, all right. So listen though. All right, whopper plopper boy. What color?
I just like bone. The bone.
Bone all year long, or
Basic.
just in the summertime?
I don't throw it much anymore. I'm more of
That's
like a
right. You
walking bait.
figured it out because
Yeah,
whopper
yeah.
plopper sucks. All right, how about you?
I just throw just the basic white pearl color. That's it.
And you still
There's
throw
a
it?
bone.
Bone.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what
Bone.
the name of the color is.
It's white.
just
Sal,
white.
listen, Sal. I know they work, but man, I just can't stand them. Nathan uses horny toads. Is that what you? Is that what?
No, it's called ribbit. It's made by ribbit.
frogs.
Ribbit.
They're
Well, what's
soft-
a horny-
The
what's-
soft ones.
Mhm.
What's a horny toad?
It's kind of like a the one that he throws is kind of like a. You ever seen those buzz baits you slide the frog on? Zoom
Yeah,
makes 'em?
Chris Gayton likes
Yeah.
to throw them things.
Yeah.
There you go, Chris. I gave up your
Yeah.
secret.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's,
Aaron,
it's
don't throw
about
your
like
hands up.
that.
Chris shows it to everybody. He don't care. He's gonna kick your butt with it anyway.
Now everybody talking about the whopper plopper. Berkeley, their version of the whopper plopper to me is butter. It don't roll.
Or what is their version called?
Chopper.
Choppa or something.
Oh,
like
that's right. Them
Yeah.
boys from Malatuna were talking about that on the last episode. All right.
Yeah.
Zoom edition, though, all the awesome. So listen, all right. Whopper plopper is big up here in Indiana. That's right, because it's a Yankee bait. That's where it belongs up there in Indiana. All right, listen, I've thrown that thing and I've reeled it up, and I ain't never even got a blow up on it.
When they blow up on that thing, it's like a buzz bait.
But why
bite.
wouldn't you
It's
just throw a
so
buzz
much
bait?
fun.
Why not just throw a buzz bait?
That's old
different,
school.
different presentation.
I am old school,
Well,
so I'm
same
old.
presentation, just different
Yeah.
look.
I'm old, so I do
Yeah,
what?
better hook up.
Yeah,
Better
with
hook
those-
Better hook up
it's
on the
got
buzz
treble-
bait?
No, Whopper plopper.
No.
Better hook up on Whopper plopper.
Listen, I've
Better
heard
trouble
guys.
those
Here's the
songs.
one complaint about the Whopper plopper: they get hit, but they can't get the fish in the boat because of the hookup.
Change out the hooks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you need to.
Because they're not. I said, "Hey, give it a shot." Listen,
They jerking it out their mouth.
nervous. They're nervous. Okay, so
Yep.
so you said change the hook. What do you change it to?
Gamakatsu.
Gamakatsu. So you just
They do
saying
get
change the
sharp
hook, the
hooks.
same size hook.
I
you change
like.
the Gamakatsu.
I mean, I love the. It's like the TGW hooks. I mean, they're
Right.
stupid sharp.
yeah, a lot of the new hooks are stupid sharp.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
This
Now-
probably ought to be a question for the week. But Whopper Plopper, you go online and look. Whopper Plopper is responsible for more people having hooks in their hand than any other bait out there
Whoa.
And why is that?
because people
Setting
premature and jerk it out
So,
of their mouth.
Premature hook
Yep.
set, huh? They got a pill for that.
Yeah.
We got a pill for that premature hook set.
Yep.
Fish North Georgia. We got a little pill up here. It will
we just
stop
went
your
from-
premature hook set.
PG to R.
Huh?
PG rated R.
PG rated R. Listen, I kept it clean. Jimbo put me and Lori on spots and straps one day. I've been whopping and plopping ever since. Listen,
Hey.
Kurt, I don't know how to take that comment right there.
Take
I
Kurt
mean,
with a grain of salt.
take-
That's my buddy.
I mean, seriously, I know Kurt. I just don't know about him and Lori whopper plopping on the lake. Huh? And Jimbo was there. Will that be in Jimbo's fishing
Jimbo
report
was
next week? Did that show up on his fishing report? Here's Jimbo. Here's Jimbo. I'm Jimbo at Lake Lanier, and I got a heck of a whopper plopper story for you this week. While we were at Bald Ridge Marina, I had Kurt Wehunt and Lori on the boat. We got on spots and stripes, and while they were whopper plopping, I mean, seriously, I don't know how that goes, but Kurt, we love you. I'm just making fun. I'm joking right there, buddy. I'm sorry. And please tell Jimbo I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. All right. Because I ain't never watched one of his reports and I don't know what's in it. But, it could be, right there. So, anyway, it's late. It's really late right there.
Kill me.
That's the third time you've gone to the bathroom, dude.
No, I had to
How
go to
you
the
going to
bathroom.
drive all the way back to Gainesville?
I'll make it, but I didn't go to the bathroom to pee that time. I went to get the blow the Mountain Dew out of my nose.
You had Mountain Dews in your nose? Why?
Because of you.
Why? Is it funny? Because Kurt Wehunt's whopper
Yep.
plopping with Jimbo.
Yeah.
Danny deep into the White Claws tonight. No, man, listen, seriously. Pineapple habanero. That's it, dude. Pineapple habanero. All right, it's from Jekyll Brewing in Alpharetta. If any of you guys know anybody that's affiliated with them, tell them to give me a call because I sure would like them to sponsor the show. This is absolutely the best drink I've ever had, other than the ice cold Dr. Pepper, which I do love, but Dr. Pepper's not going to give me a sponsorship. All right, so anyway, you whopper plopper in the middle of the lake?
Not in the middle of the lake.
Where you whopper plopper?
I mean,
Listen, he
not the same
don't even know what to say now. Well, not in the middle of the lake.
I don't wanna-
He's like, I don't know what to think about this Danny guy right
no,
now.
I don't know how to answer the question. Whopper plopping. but-
Where do you whopper plopper?
Victoria Marina.
Yeah, he knows right where I'm going. On Allatoona, I'm going straight to
All
Victoria.
right, let's talk
Marina with it.
Allatoona. So there's a whopper plopper effective on Allatoona.
Sometimes, certain times a year.
What time?
Usually during the fall.
Still throwing that bone color?
Yeah.
You throwing a 90 or a 110?
90,
So you like the mid-size?
small.
Okay, what kind of retrieve? Fast, slow?
No, just I'll put.
Come on, tell me how you whopper plopper.
I'll reel it up about 3 foot, and then I'll stop it for a second.
Ah,
and
so
reel
you're
it up
one of
3
them.
foot,
So
and stop
you
it a second.
pause it and all
Pause.
that. Now, how about you when you whopper plopper?
I'm just steady retrieve.
So you're steady. So you're a steady man, and you're intermittent.
Yeah, I gotta take a break every now and
And
then.
take a break every now and then. Okay, seriously. Now I know a guy that takes that whopper plopper and he gives it a big jerk. We had a pretty epic day, Kurt Wehunt. Is there video proof? That's all I want to know, Kurt. Is there video proof of that epic day? Does Jimbo have it in one of his special, weekly video reports? And how much is it? And what is the date? So we can order it specifically to see it. Because I don't want to see all of them. I just want to see your whopper plopper episode with Lori. I know a guy that takes it and he jerks it real hard. Like he rips it like a jerk bait, pauses, rips it like a jerk bait, pauses. Listen, old Brock, old whopper plopper works good around brush sometimes. Great hooks, just pull them in. Now
You gotta give it a good.
huh?
You gotta give it a good hook set.
So we ain't
Always.
talking about the drop shot, just filling into him. You're daggum
No.
gripping and ripping.
No, well, not exactly ripping, but you got to give them a good pull on it.
Give him a
Get them
good pull.
hooks
But
in
the
there
gripping
good.
and ripping is what you
Pull
say
on it.
causes people getting hurt with a whopper plopper.
No, what causes people getting hurt with whopper plopper is
Say whopper plopper really fast.
whopper plopper.
Say it really, really fast.
No,
Come on.
I ain't gonna say whopper plopper. But anyway, what they're doing is they're setting the hook as soon as they see the blow up, and they're ripping and taking it away from the fish's mouth. Anywhere you fish, it's same thing with a buzz bait, top water, whopper plopper. You need to feel the fish before you lay into it.
Mhm.
And I see people, that's my partner on Chatuge one year,
What's his name?
Michael Black,
Okay, Michael Black. I hope you're watching.
on a popper around docks, missed 20 pounds that morning because he was watching his bait.
20 pounds.
Yeah,
I like to look away.
Fish had the
Easily.
scales on their side, huh?
Yeah,
You knew what it weighed?
Easily.
Easily.
Every fish he missed would have been over 4 or 5 pounds.
And were you throwing the same bait?
I was trying to where they was located on the docks at. I was in the back of the boat,
Gotcha.
and it was just I couldn't get to them.
I got you. You were getting backboated.
Yeah, I don't
Keep
mind.
reeling. You don't mind? Well, you backboated me all day a couple weeks ago. Nah, it's
You
all right.
lie.
I was,
He laughed when
for
he
some
said it,
reason, I was
too.
like always stuck towards the back. I'm like, hell, I don't know what he's doing. I'm just gonna throw over him. Okay, so anyway, all right, let's get back. Let's get serious here. I don't know what we can do to get serious here. All right. After an hour and a half, if we ain't serious already, we ain't getting serious, are we?
No.
So, okay, so the ABA 35. All right, so we're just Nottley and Chatuge. Now, what about next year?
Next year,
Are we
we're
going to same lakes or we're going to add some lakes?
we're talking about adding some lakes next year. I know we're definitely going to add Blue Ridge back on there. If it wouldn't have been for the Forestry Commission
Right.
giving us such a headache with the permits, we would still have Blue Ridge on our schedule.
Right.
But we're going to mark it off till next year,
Okay.
and then we're even thinking about adding Burton next year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
So we get all 4 of those good 515 lakes. Or
That's awesome. Burton's awesome. That'd be
Yeah.
good for you, wouldn't it?
Oh, I love Burton. The only thing I hate about Burton is parking.
that's
Yeah.
the whole problem that
Yeah.
that's the thing I'm
And
battling
it's
with
small,
right now.
so
There's
it's
not a
hard
lot of room for a lot of people to be there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Here's a question from Justin. Keeping it real. REEL. I like that. Swim baits or crankbaits for spots right now? Which one y'all pick going with you, Steven?
I'm gonna go crankbait right now.
What kind of crankbait?
12-foot crankbait, something like that.
12 foot
10,
deep.
12
something
foot. I mean,
like
it depends on the lake, though.
You throwing at clay banks, you throwing at rock right now. Let's just say Chatuge.
Rock. I'm gonna go to rock.
You're targeting rock.
Mhm.
Okay, how about you?
Same way.
Same way. So okay, let's see how good you guys are. What color?
Uh,
Come on, give me some colors, man.
Probably gonna go something about like that.
Throwing a rock crawler, something like that. How about you? Same
Yeah,
thing.
Maybe a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Just depending.
Depending on. Okay, that's a good question, Justin. I appreciate that. Now, do you guys throw swim baits up there? You know,
I like to throw
or
swim
any
bait.
lake? How about any lake? You know, if you're going to which lake that you're going to right now, any lake you fish, you say, you know what, I'm gonna start off with a swim bait. Which lake would it be?
Probably near like a little swim bait. It's 5/8, something like that.
Something like that. Okay, how about you?
Lanier.
Lanier. So Lanier sets itself up, cranking for sure, caught at least 5 last weekend. Brock, where? All right, where was you at, buddy? We're gonna get something out of him one day. He's just sitting back with all this. He gives us just enough to know what he's doing.
We
Right?
almost got something out of him with Steven, but
We
Steven asked
almost-
too
Yeah, he
much with
deleted
his
it.
autograph.
He deleted it.
He deleted it. Yeah, he did. He message retracted, didn't he?
Yeah,
Okay, so before, I mean, we've been going about an hour, almost an hour and 40 minutes, hour and 36 minutes, and I know Chris Taylor here's got a bedtime.
I'm good.
He's good. Are you good?
Mhm.
You gonna be able to drive home? It's a long way from here to Gainesville.
Nah, I'm good.
You good?
I live in Sardis, man, not Gainesville.
That's Gainesville.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't
Gainesville's the armpit of North Georgia. That's a whole other story. Okay, so right now, let's see, Kurt. Man, most of those hook accidents with the whopper plopper is what the heck?
The fusses.
The fusses trying to take a selfie pics with the bait with the fishes. Listen, are you talking about Jim Farmer? Kurt, come on, huh? Are you? What are you saying? Just give Chris more Mountain Dew. Hey, look, he's on Diet Mountain Dew.
Yep.
He said, Brock, where? Yeah, Brock, we need to know where, buddy. Right now, okay, because you're young. I love to have you young guys on because you think a lot differently than us old farts. You're getting up in the morning right now. You can pick any lake in North Georgia. Where you going and what you're going to fish with. It's going to be, lows in the 20s, 30s in the morning, kind of, and it's going to get up to about 40, 50. Where you fishing? Come
I'm
on.
going South Georgia to get warmer weather.
South Georgia. Okay, interesting. What lake?
Probably Oconee, something like that.
Oh, so you fish Oconee a lot?
I like Oconee, yeah.
Do you fish it a lot, though?
No, I don't fish it a lot.
Do you fish it enough that if I have a show on Oconee, you can come here and talk about it? No, but what do you like about Oconee?
I just like how it fishes out
Okay, it
most of the time.
more into your technique.
Yeah,
You're better.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you consider yourself a power fisherman or finesse fisherman?
Power for sure.
Power. So you like the crankbait, spinner baits, that kind
Mhm.
of stuff. Okay, how about you?
I'm the complete opposite.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I love. You're absolutely the complete opposite. What are you going?
I'm gonna go drag a jig. 99% of the time, I have a jig, a finesse worm, a shaky head, one of those in my hand.
Okay, where are you going now? What lake?
What lake?
If you can pick any lake in North Georgia. right now.
Probably, honestly, and a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I'm probably going to Alatoona right now.
Really? That is
Yes.
okay. And is that for numbers or size? Because it can't be for size, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not for size.
Not for
it's
size.
Just it's close to home.
Right.
I know the lake really, really well. I mean,
We had
that's
a
what
lot.
I've been fishing for a long time.
We had a lot of guys tuning in the other night. Got to crank him by early and near. Hey Brock, we did too. I fished with Brett. We were throwing rock crawlers on Rocky what the hell they call that? What's got a bunch? No, I don't want to say Rocky Bank, but
Rocky Point.
Yeah, but where they actually put the rock out. What's that
Oh,
called?
rip rap.
Rip Rap. That's the big fancy word.
Mhm. Rip Rap
We were
means
throwing rock
great.
crawlers at Rip Rap, and we had some success with that down where we were fishing. Let's just say that. So I don't want to give all Brett's spots away. All right, so you're going. So you're going to Alatoona.
Yep.
Now you're fishing a jig.
Fishing
Had a lot of
jig.
guys the other night talk about Alatoona fishing a jig. So I just want to know your color. Come on.
I'm gonna go with either a PB&J or a green pumpkin.
Green pumpkin. That's what I figured was getting
One of
ready
the
to come out.
two.
What's your favorite trailer for your jig?
I like my Alabama crawls. That's my favorite
Alabama
thing.
Crawls.
Alabama crawl is my favorite trailer.
Any
on jig.
particular brand, or I mean, who makes that?
I like the who is it? It's Net Bait.
Ned Bait makes
yeah.
that.
Ned Bait.
Okay.
That
all right.
Packer crawl.
Yeah,
A Packer Crawl. Yeah, I can't
yeah.
even pronounce
Packer
it.
crawl.
Packer crawl. Yeah. Alabama
That's
crawl.
I bite about half an inch, 3/4 of an inch off of it.
Gotcha. So you
Run it
adjusted
all
a
the
little
way
bit,
up.
running all the way up. Now, if you got a green pumpkin, I'm just curious. If you got a green pumpkin jig, and we're in the wintertime, what are you pairing it with as far as colors on your
Same thing.
green
Honestly,
pumpkin? So you just go green
green
pumpkin
pumpkin.
all the way through.
Yep.
So you don't throw in any orange or anything like that. You stay or a little
It
bit,
depends. Now, if I'm having a lot of fish, just kind of nip at it. I'll
right?
change my trailer up a little bit. I might put like an Alabama crawl on,
Okay.
or I might put something with a little flash in it, just like a green pumpkin magic or something like that on there,
Gotcha.
just to give it a little extra flash.
Okay.
You know?
Listen, I mean,
Same
I listen. I absolutely love it when guys will tell. I think the most the best fishermen are the guys most confident will say, "Listen, I'm fishing with a green pumpkin jig, with a green pumpkin specific brand trailer, and I'm wearing them out. You can come sit right beside me, and you can throw the exact same thing, and I'm just going to whip your butt the whole day long because I'm just that confident in what I'm doing." So I like it, the fact that you're giving me colors and stuff like that, because I'm listen. There's a lot of guys that won't. I mean, it to me, it's a confidence thing. I mean, saying I throw, I throw rock crawler. This is the rock crawler I throw. And, there's guys out here that are watching that are actually listening to you guys that are learning, that want to know, and they're going to go out and buy that rock crawler.
Yeah.
Or they're going to go buy a jig and green pumpkin with a green pumpkin trailer. And so, I don't think you guys understand the influence that you actually have with people when you say and you give honest answers. So that's why I think it's really cool with guys that are really willing to say, you know what, this is what I throw, like that. So kudos to both of you. Now let's see if the Lake Lanier guy's going to tell me what he's going to throw.
Actually, even though Lanier's going to be on fire, I would rather go to Hartwell when it's cold like this.
Okay, so you're going to Hartwell. What are you
Yep.
throwing?
Crankbait,
What kind?
rock crawler,
What color?
red bug,
Red bug.
mm-hmm.
How deep you running it?
10, 12.
What are you targeting?
Rock,
Okay,
early in the morning.
early in the morning. After
And-
the early morning bite, what are you going to?
Then I'm going to a fish head.
Fish head spin. What
Yep.
color?
White,
White.
and
Hi-
white.
White. How you running it?
I'm running it deep, bouncing off the bottom.
See, as a guy the other day that Alatoona, he said something that I thought was pretty cool. He said counting rocks as he was reeling. You tick the rocks, you're counting rocks, or I think that's what he said, counting rocks. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, here's a question: is the Alabama crawls bulky? I've always used the Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl. So how about you? You're the jig guy.
Now, if it's more of if the fish are being more finicky and they're wanting something a little bit smaller, it's always good to go with the speed crawl or even the Z crawl.
But you like the Alabama
But I like the
crawl
Alabama crawl. I feel like I catch more quality fish on it.
bulk. So that bulk, that extra bulk that you're doing gives you what you think is added weight on the fish. You're going to attract the bigger fish a little bit more
Yes, sir.
with
I
that.
may not get as many bites, but the bites
But
that I do
the
get
bites that you get are
more
quality bites. Okay. How about you over there? Like when you're throwing, you throw a jig every once in a while?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer the Alabama or do you prefer something more like the Zoom speed crawl or the Gamakatsu to, whatever that?
I like the it's a Zoom. I think it's a creepy crawler. It's about 2.5, 3 inches long.
Do you bite it off like he does?
No.
No, so you like the full length of that?
Yep. Yeah. Except in the winter I'll bite it off a little bit, make it real small, but that's about it.
You talking about
PB&J.
those Zoom
Like
beaver?
Ronald Pendergrass.
No, it's
that is
a
spot
Zoom.
on.
Okay, so there you go.
That
So
is,
what
that is a great
creepy
setup.
crawler?
what he
Okay.
just said
Real
was
small.
the great
basic
Ron
twin
Pendergrass,
tails.
and I like Ron. Ron's a very good guy. I like talking to Ron. So Ron, I appreciate you watching, buddy. PB&J mop head and a green pumpkin purple Zoom twin tail is awesome.
Yeah.
Now, is that an Altoona bait, or you think that's
Yes.
all? So that's
I mean,
Altoona.
That's everywhere, really.
Anywhere with
I mean, that's
bluegill.
anywhere with any kind of
bluegill.
bluegill.
Okay, so
So, I mean, pretty
PB&J.
much
So that's
any
that's a
lake
good
there
point.
is.
So if we're talking PB&J, that to you guys is representing bluegill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean that's in your mind. So you look at a lake and you say, okay, this lake's got a lot of bluegill in it. I'm gonna throw a jig. PB&J is on the order because of the bluegill there.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome because that's the first person around every lake. Yeah, but that's the first
Every lake
person.
is right.
First person that you guys are the first ones that have said, hey, PB&J is related to bluegill. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what about redbeard right there? What's your thoughts on a 12-inch worm?
There's times of years. where-
Oh, the Fluke Master chimed in. There you go, baby. How are you, buddy? What do you think on a 12-inch worm?
There's a time of year for everything. I mean, on Alatoona fishing night tournaments in the heat of the summer when they're deep,
Mm-hmm.
I like to pick up a 12-inch worm when I get a limit in the boat. I get
Right.
a solid limit, 8-9 pounds in the boat, which that's not really solid anywhere but Alatoona.
Glad you're feeling better, Fluke.
But once I get that in the boat,
Yeah.
I'll pick up a 12-inch worm and try to catch a 4 or 5 pound fish.
Okay, so so you mentioned night fishing with it.
Yep.
All right, so you got a specific color at night, or you just go with black?
I mean, I'll usually try to go. I fish in marinas a lot,
Okay.
especially after dark. So
Right.
there's always a ton of light. I usually go with something with a little glitter in it, just like a little flash, either like a green pumpkin red, old
Okay.
monster worm,
Right.
or even like a man's black worm.
Gotcha. How about you? You like a good old 12-inch?
I don't throw them.
That's a snake.
A snake.
Snake.
I don't throw them
That's
much.
a
No.
snake. Yeah.
I don't know how to answer that question. This is exactly what his facial expression said to me.
Yeah, I was like,
I told you, dude. You don't know what you're going to expect when you
Nope.
get around
you
here.
sure don't.
Okay, so seriously, 12-inch worm. You throw it in?
I don't. Unless
don't
I'm at
throw-
Gunnersville, maybe. Or
Gunners.
Seminole or something like that.
Largemouth
Or
lake.
grass, yeah.
Okay, how about you, old fart?
I throw a Zoom fluke stick about 90% of the time.
I noticed that when I was fishing with you the other day, you didn't no bites. You kept throwing it.
Yeah.
You threw it all day.
I just shorten it up.
You just shorten it, but what about 12-inch worm? You throw a 12-inch
No.
worm in it all?
Nope.
Well, you're mostly on Lanier. Very, very seldom would I say anybody on Lake Lanier throw a 12-inch worm.
No.
That
I mean,
might be the ticket.
It
though.
might be.
That might be
honestly.
what what's his name? He keeps winning them tournaments in
Yeah.
the Hammond's tournament. What's his old name?
Paul.
Paul
Marks.
Marks.
yeah.
Marks'
Paul
boy.
Marks.
Paul
Yeah.
Marks' boy.
Little Paul.
Little Paul been wearing them out. He might be throwing a 12-inch worm, and everybody don't know about it.
Yeah.
12-inch
Yeah.
pink worm.
A 12-inch what?
Pink worm.
Pink worm. Yeah,
Hey.
do they like the little pink, that morning dawn color or whatever like that?
Mhm.
I've seen some here that will blow your mind.
Well, hell, you didn't throw them the day I fished
No.
with you. What didn't you throw? What are you talking about?
Put in at Don Carter in the middle of summer. It was 90 something degrees.
Right,
Throwing a frog
right.
around rock and just annihilated them. I
Gotcha.
was in my John boat.
Gotcha.
And just annihilated them. Had a great time.
See, that's funny because you don't hear a lot of people talking about frog bite on Lanier.
Mm.
I've heard another guy tell me that too, that there's a good frog bite, but nobody talks about it on Lake Lanier. All right, so we've been going almost an hour and 50 minutes now. You guys, y'all tired? Huh? You got bedtimes? Y'all are young. Huh?
I'm
You
good.
want to go longer? Or you ready to go?
Oh, I can go longer.
How about you?
I'm good.
How
Whatever.
about you, old man?
I'm good.
You sure? We
Yeah.
can go a little bit longer
I
if
gotta
you
go
guys
get
want
me a
to.
rib.
I mean, people are still watching. Hell, we talk. All right, so let's do this then. Okay. So you are a jig guy.
Yes.
Let's tell everybody out there what rig you're throwing your jig on.
You mean what rig?
Like your rod and reel.
Rod and
What you throwing?
7'1" heavy action ALX
7'1". What kind of line you use?
15-pound cigar.
Cigar. So you're a fluoro guy all the way through. All right. What about on your drop shot? What are you throwing?
My drop shot, I'm throwing 20-pound braid
Okay.
to a 8-pound leader
Right.
with cigar.
Cigar. What kind of knot you use from your braid to your leader?
Palomar.
Oh, you
No, from my braid.
Yeah,
to my
yeah. I'm
leader.
about to say, hell,
Okay,
tell me
yeah,
how
I
you
tie
get a
the
Palomar
I tie the
knot.
Alberto.
Alberto.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. How about you, young man? So you're throwing. You said you were more jerk bait and stuff right now.
Well, yeah, this time of year. But
Okay.
like
So what you throwing your jerk bait on?
15-foot rod.
15-foot rod.
15 foot.
uh,
What in the world?
I know it's getting late now. Hell, he got a cane pole.
We're going to get Bob to make a 15-foot
A
rod
fi-
now.
I throw a 15-foot rod. You let me know that, and I'll sell the thing right there. Is it a 2-piece or what? All right, so dang buggy whip. I'm like, that's all right. So Josh pull out of the boat. We ain't get no bites. He pulls out a 15-foot rod. I'm like, what are you throwing? He goes, hell, I don't know. I'm gonna try something different.
I ain't fishing out the back of the boat with him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just laying flat on the boat so I don't get hooked. All right.
All
All right, so
I was set on the jig question. I was going to throw 15-pound.
okay, we'll go to the jig. All right, so you're on the jig. All right, so you're on the jig. All right, so we're jig fishing. What are you throwing it on?
Probably a 16, 17-foot rod.
Yeah, there you go.
No,
I like to see that.
longer.
I would like to see the hook set though on a
Oh.
15-foot rod.
That'd be
Fast
fun.
action. All right, so
No, I like a 7'1"
Okay.
rod, heavy action with a
Gotcha.
jig, and
give me a Dr. Pepper. Please.
maybe I like the
15-foot
Shimano
rods.
Chrono Art. I like that a lot. And
Gotcha.
also, like the line, I used to throw it was Sunline Sniper, but now I began to like
buddy.
we just got a new line out. It's called the Gokin line. And it's
so you like throwing the company line?
yeah,
I mean, being very serious. I mean, so it's a
dead
good
serious. Like I was nervous at first throwing it, but I mean, I really like it. It's a 14. We got like 10, 12, 14, 16.
line. Are any Spro representatives going to watch this show?
They should. They should. No,
They should watch it, but I don't know. I mean, seriously though.
yeah, it's at the quality of I think it's the Sniper, Tatsu, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
It's a nice one.
Okay. All right. So how about then? You said you throw a drop shot.
Drop shot a lot.
Okay. So what do you throw your drop shot on?
I got it's a G Loomis IMAX. It's a 611, I think, or
Right.
610, something like that. And Shimano Stratic,
Okay. What kind of knot do you use from your fluoro to your braid?
Alberto.
Alberto. So that's 2 on the
Yep.
Alberto.
Yep.
Okay. How about you, old fart?
On a jig, I'm throwing a 7'1" FX.
You better say FX. So
Yeah.
you better say FX.
Medium heavy. And I like the medium heavy because it's got a little faster tip.
Mhm.
12-pound Yozuri or big game. And
That's right. You like the big game
yeah,
too.
I like the big game. It's just,
That was
you know,
back
I'm
in
low
the day.
budget, so I like.
Huh?
That was back in the day for me. I used
Yeah,
to
it's
throw nothing but
there's
15-pound big game.
but there's several guys that still throw that
Yeah.
big game.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I
and
throw it a
there's-
lot with my spinner baits and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. And big game's never done your own. You can move,
No.
relocate brush piles with it.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
right.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get hung. Hell, I'm just gonna bring the brush pile to me. That's right.
Especially
I don't even know how many
15-pound.
times I pulled limbs off of trees.
Mhm.
Right. Now you though, but you don't throw drop shot a lot. You're mostly more of a shaky head guy.
Yes. Shaky head's my go-to.
What do you throw your shaky head on?
7.2 medium FX shaky head rod.
Okay.
It is got a super fast tip on it. And I'm using 10-pound Yozuri or big game.
Mhm.
And I throw a 1/4 ounce shaky head with a fluke stick.
Well, yeah, he throws that fluke stick like all day long. He's a fluke stick man. You
Mhm.
like that? I mean, that's your favorite.
Well, on Lanier, it really works well because it mimics a lot like a blueback.
Right. I got
It
you.
looks like a blueback down there in the dirt, and I swim my shaky head. I'll stop it and pop it and do all that. But most time I'm swimming it,
Yeah.
especially in the summer months.
Right.
Getting more, it works more like a swim bait than a shaky head.
Yeah, the FX rods are no joke. They really are very good, and it's not just because they're behind me and I sell them. I've actually started switching all my rods over to FX. Number one, I like the feel of them, and number two, they got a hell of a warranty on that. So, I mean, like your Extreme Angler Series, $60, no questions asked. You break it, you can get a warranty on that. Fluke Master wants to know, no FG knot, guys. Hey, so let me tell you something, Fluke. We were fishing last Friday, and I'm just gonna be quite honest. My fingers, as I've gotten older, are not as good as they used to be. And I said, Josh, I said, my drop shot. I said, listen, I cannot. We were in the middle of a tournament. I said, I just can't tie this Alberto knot. Just it ain't coming. I'm doing something wrong. So Josh goes, all right, I know how to tie an FG knot. And he had that line going. It was like 5 minutes later, but he had that. He was doing this and he was doing that. I'm like, my God, what are you doing? I'm tying an FG. I'm like, my goodness, but he tied a hell of a knot and it worked. But now, honestly, God, watching him tie that knot, I was like, way too complicated for me. FG knot for you. I tie mine in 45 seconds and it lasts for days. Listen, nobody wants to hear you bragging about that stuff, Gene. Come on, son. Listen at it. You're the Fluke Master. You're supposed to tie it. I actually thought you just closed your eyes and winked and it just appeared that way. So
Now, the night before my next tournament, can I just bring you 3 drop shot rods?
Gene can tie them.
You go ahead and tie them on for me?
Listen, I can't tie that FG. I can't tie the Alberto, and you want me to tie the FG. So do you know how to tie the FG knot?
I do not.
How about you?
I know how to tie it, but it takes me forever to tie it. And if the wind's blowing just whatsoever, forget it. I'll throw the spinning rod in the bottom of the boat.
How about you?
I can't tie
You
it.
can't tie. I'm not lying. Josh looked like he was had a yo-yo line up here going through and you spin it around. I'm like,
I can't tie
what
it.
are you saying over there? What do you mean, what the hell? What do you? It's the FG knot. You can tie any knot right now. Right now, if I go downstairs and get a couple lines, you can come up here and you can tie the FG knot in 45 seconds like the Fluke Master on live TV. Can you do it or can you not do it? Yeah, maybe. He can't do that. I want to see that in your next. Hey, that's right. Hey, listen, Fluke, how about you do a video, tag us in it on how to tie the FG knot, or if you've already done one, let's just do it again and tag us in it. We will all go watch it. We'll even put it on our channel if you would be so kind as to let us do that, because I don't know how to do it. I've got 2 of them. Do you know which number? You got 150,000 videos, dude. It takes a long time to go through all his videos. And I've watched a lot of them. Don't get me wrong. I watch your stuff. I keep up with you. So
I've watched all but 6 of them.
Nobody asked you. What are you bragging? What do you mean you watched all but 6 of them? He ain't gonna come give you an autograph. You know that, right? Huh? Fluke.
You don't live far away.
Fluke, I'm gonna listen, Gene. Seriously, I'm gonna give you my address. I'd like you to send me an autographed copy of a napkin or something for Justin, because he's watched all but 6 of your videos. Well, we got mail, son. He can mail it to me. It wouldn't be cheaper to drive. It wouldn't be anyway. So okay. So we'll watch Gene do the old. You guys go after this show. Don't go right now. Don't go before you subscribe to our channel, but go to the Fluke Master and he's teaching the world how to fish, and he does a very good job. I drive past your area tomorrow on the way to Buck Shoals. Well, listen, 11262 Highway 53, Marble Hill, Georgia. If you come by, drop by, say hello, and sign a napkin so I can give it to Justin here. And I'll make sure he watches your last 6 videos. Do you know which 6 videos you haven't watched? You do know which ones you haven't watched. Which ones have you not watched?
The 42nd.
The 42nd.
The 43rd.
43rd.
8th and 9th.
8th and 9th.
Yeah,
What are you,
2
like
more.
a stalker? You know the numbers?
Golly.
Just like how I've watched Scott Martin's, I've missed his 2nd and 4th one.
Oh, watch those.
Mark Daniels, I've missed his 8th.
Listen, hold on a second. Listen, son, that's like stalker. Seriously? Huh? All right, Gene, say them again. What are the 4 you ain't watched?
42nd.
The 42nd, huh?
42nd.
I can't hear you. What? Come here, Justin. That's right.
Here, you can have my seat.
Get your, you're old. Get up. Get up. Fluke, listen to this. I know you 730 videos, but this boy has watched 726 of them. All right, so which ones, Justin? Get the camera on this man right here. Get him right there. Look at the beard and all. Look into the camera because we're gonna need it for a mug shot.
Yep.
There you go, right there. All right,
42nd,
42nd,
43rd,
43rd,
the 8th and 9th.
the 8th and 9th. Do you know exactly what those episodes are about?
I don't, because I haven't watched them yet.
So you know the number, but you don't know what they're about.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the 41st episode about?
I can't remember. There's so many.
Evidently, Gene 41 wasn't that good. You need to
No,
I'm just playing
No.
with you.
they're all pretty good.
They're all great. Gene, and listen, Gene does a great job. My God, he's got 300 and something thousand people that watch him, so we know he does a great job. And he's also on Friday nights. He does a Friday Night Live. You ever watched him live?
No.
Yeah, he'll answer your questions too. He does a good job. On Friday nights, you need to subscribe to his channel, The Fluke Master, and he will tell you what you're doing wrong. Okay, so you're pretty good with that.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Gene, now that we've established you got a stalker, and we've been going about
No.
2 hours, huh?
No.
Sorry for the hijack. No, listen, dude, seriously, it is not a hijack. We go down every single rabbit hole that appears on this show. I told these guys, and if they're honest, and put the cameras on, if they're honest, I said, listen, here's kind of what we're going to talk about, but we don't know where in the hell we're going once it goes live. It goes whichever way. And I was honest. I said it, didn't I? Yeah, I mean that's just it. So no, anytime your highness is willing to show up, we appreciate that. So what else you guys want to talk about, or is it about bedtime now? Huh? Come on, seriously. Throw it up. We got
Don't
people
matter,
watching.
man.
You gotta give me some topics, man. I didn't run out of stuff.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about? Politics, current events? Huh?
Don't get me started on politics.
Yeah, we won't talk politics, so we ain't gonna do that. That's what's so fun about your show. You know what is actually, Sal, it's what makes it fun doing it. Because seriously, we don't stick to a script, man. We just say, hey, we're gonna kind of talk about this, and we go with whatever the big guy upstairs puts on our heart, and then we talk about it, and it's all fun and all that stuff. So okay, so what do you want to talk about, Justin? You're on the camera now. You finally got on there. Fluke Master Stalker. Here's the hijack.
No.
I saw something up there in the comments about Alatoona being the Dead Sea.
Yeah, what about that?
I mean, I think that's more of a misconception of it. Like, Alatoona's looked at like the Dead Sea by guys that have fished other lakes.
Right.
Like Lanier,
Right.
Nottley, and all those lakes are great lakes.
Right. How about this? Nathan wants to know if you guys are running live scope yet.
No, I wish.
Can't afford it yet, like me.
No, we can't afford it.
Okay, let me
Gotta get
I'm
power
way
poles.
off.
And,
What are you running right now?
Lawrence. I like
Lawrence.
it.
So neither one of you are Humminbird guys.
Used to be. I had it for
What, a week?
a week.
You don't like Humminbird?
I've always
Be
ran
honest, be
Lawrence.
honest. I mean-
No, so I've never been a fan.
Okay, why is that?
Lawrence seems more clear to me on
Okay.
the depth finder and all that.
Like the setup of it's a lot more clear than Humminbird to me, just because that's what I've always learned on.
Okay.
Now
But
the picture on Humminbird, I'm not gonna lie,
The
picture
down
on
scan
Humminbird
imaging is
just-
insane on Humminbird.
yeah, it's uncomparable.
mega.
But you-
Hummingbird's mapping is
It's
Where's
a
that?
lot.
Yeah, the
better, too.
Humminbird.
But as far
it's a
as
lot more
2D
detailed.
2D sonar, you're going Lawrence.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Okay, so 2D sonar. Ron said that the reason it's called the Dead Sea on Alatoona is to keep everyone off of it.
Yep, exactly.
well.
I wish it worked like that, but they have 15 tournaments a week.
Yeah.
See, and
I mean,
listen,
it
and
makes
that's-
it hard to fish when you have so many people out there fishing it and just beating it over and over again. They
Well-
don't have any time to repopulate.
Right.
Lanier's the same way.
Yeah.
Lanier's got tournaments every weekend, and this month there's tournaments every weekend. But what I was going to, the reason I come back over here is
Oh, you kicked Justin out. I didn't
Yeah.
even notice it. You kicked his ass
Alatoona.
out, didn't you? Sorry,
Alatoona.
Justin.
before they started doing this restocking program, Altoona was considered a Dead Sea because you couldn't go out there and catch quality fish.
No,
You know,
I mean,
you can go
you
out there and
catch-
catch a bunch of small ones, but Altoona,
8 pounds is a respectable catch on Alatoona.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gotten to that point where 8 pounds is a
Mhm.
respectable catch. I mean, I got in the money in a 50 boat tournament twice last year with right at 8 pounds.
Seriously.
Yes.
and Altoona, the record
3
spot
times.
on Altoona is bigger than Lanier.
Yeah.
What is it? 16?
8 something.
Oh,
No,
no, that's
spot.
the record large.
I'm about to
amount.
say
I was
16.
saying record.
No, that's
Yeah,
the record
that's
large.
what-
I don't know
Sorry.
what kind of spot
No.
y'all growing over
No,
there.
Cody Myers got the world record large spot.
Spot, yeah.
It's 10. 10
Did he get
Yeah.
Is he got the record right
He
now?
got it.
And that came out of
Wasn't
that
it 2 days
California
in a
lake.
row or something?
Yeah,
He beat
something
it
like
and then
that.
Do
beat
you
it
know
again?
that Jason Johnson, who's a local up here, I don't know if you
Yeah.
know Jason. Jason Johnson went fishing with Cody Meyer.
Mhm.
They went to that lake, that whatever that lake is in California,
Yeah.
that's got the trout,
Lake
that's-
X or something.
whatever
they
the hell
call
it is. They caught 5 spotted bass for over 40 pounds.
It was insane.
5 spotted
Yeah.
bass, and their best 5 went over 40 pounds of
Good
spots.
God almighty.
And I have seen the picture. So it's actually,
Yeah.
if you guys go on Facebook to follow Jason Johnson on Facebook, on Instagram, or something like that, he's kind of slowing back from fishing right now. And this has been 2 or 3 years ago. There are pictures of them two holding up five spots at over 40 pounds like that.
Mhm.
So it is absolute. I can't
That's-
even imagine. That's insane.
That's 5 fish to weigh 8. They're averaging 8 pounds of fish.
of spots.
Of spot.
Of
Yeah.
spots. Can you
Biggest
imagine?
spot I've ever caught was 5
and,
pounds.
and listen, that lake's deep.
I mean,
Yeah,
and that's
Can
that's
you
pulling-
imagine pulling
pulling
an
fish.
8-pound spot out of anything? And they would, I mean,
70
that's a given at that lake. Now, I
it
think
must
it's kind of
pull
on a
like a 20
downturn
pound
a little bit now because it's got so popular like
Yeah,
that.
a lot
But
of people know
still,
about it.
still, I mean, when you, Josh, which one is that? Brian, that you're hitting at? Never fished Alatoona. Where should I put in at? I'm going to put. Hey, yeah, no, he wanted the worms and stuff like that. Brian, I sent you your package in the mail today, buddy. It's coming. So I'm gonna do my Alatoona, and then you can do your Alatoona while we're all saying something. I have only fished Stamp Creek area because our electric only with electric bass opens fishes Stamp Creek. We put in right there, and if you got the boat, you can go out on the main lake. If you don't, or you can go up the creek as far as you can go till it turns into woods. That's where I have fished. And I will say this, that anywhere from the marina down at Stamp Creek, my experience is this. If you throw a green pumpkin Ned rig, if you throw a green pumpkin shaky head, if
That's
you
one.
throw a Kitech 2-point whatever small on a fish head with a spin or without spin, you'll catch fish. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you're going to catch big fish, but if you want numbers, that's my experience on Alatoona. All right, I haven't fished the other part of the lake. How about you? If you were telling Brian where he needed to put in tomorrow, where would you put in?
Galt's Ferry.
Galt's Ferry.
Galt's Ferry. You put it at Galt's Ferry. It's a central location of the lake.
Gotcha.
You're basically dead center between the river and Alatoona Creek. That way you could run north, you could run south, wherever you wanted to.
What you throwing?
Basically.
What you throwing tomorrow?
Jig.
A jig. You're still with a
Jig.
green pumpkin jig.
Still with a green pumpkin jig. Right at daylight, I might pick up topwater. Right
Okay.
at daylight. But that's gonna
even
be
with
for
it
the
being
first,
this cold. Even with it being this cold.
with it being this cold, no.
But like, okay, but
It-
in normal, if it was normal,
If it was
you would.
normal, if it was 45 degrees in the mornings,
Right.
50 degrees in the mornings, yeah, I'd pick up topwater right off the bat, throw it, maybe even a chatterbait.
Okay.
And then I'd throw a jig the rest of the day.
Throw a jig the rest of the day. And with that jig, you're targeting what?
Spots.
Targeting
What do you mean?
spots. What kind of structure are you targeting? Rocks. Okay. How about
All
you?
rock.
I'm gonna throw a jig, mainly a drop shot though, probably,
Okay.
and then maybe a rig, a little bit. Right
Oh, okay.
now.
Pulling out the OA rig
Right
now.
now,
Wind's
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
If the wind's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wind's
listen, on your A rig, and this is what I always think is pretty interesting because we know a couple of guys that throw it a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
I know a gentleman that when he throws the A rig, he lets that thing sink
Yeah.
almost
Bottom.
all the way to the bottom,
Mhm.
and then he slow rolls it back.
Yeah.
in. But then I know a couple other guys that like to burn that joker across the top. What kind of you with A rig?
If it's Alatoona, I'm gonna slow roll it, but Lanier, burn it.
Okay,
Burn it on
that's
Lanier.
interesting.
Yeah.
And why? Tell everybody out there why.
I mean, Alatoona, just the shad population. I mean, you got threadfin to Alatoona, you got bluebacks at Lanier, and the bluebacks are just quick. There's a lot of protein, a lot more protein.
Okay, so but what you're saying is when you throw the A rig on Lanier, that speed
Yeah.
you're mimicking blueback herring
Yeah.
because they're quicker.
And
they're
it's clear
faster.
too.
It's more clear.
What
They
you're
can see
trying
it
to
from a
fish is-
distance.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Now your trailers on A rig, you throwing a blueback style or white or what
Yeah,
are you throwing?
white, clear, something like that.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right, but now in Alatoona, you're slow rolling.
White.
So You're still throwing white.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you throwing as big? I'm just curious on your trailers. Are you throwing? Because I know a gentleman that likes to throw the Zoom kind of stuff, and then there's some guys that like to throw like the linear baits that are bigger. What are you throwing on Alatoona?
Alatoona a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller
smaller.
swim bait. Yeah, like maybe a 3-inch, 3.5.
3.5.
Gotcha. Thanks, y'all. This is all new to me. Thanks for the stickers. Can't wait to put them on the boat. Brian, listen, absolutely. I sent you a couple of those, a couple of surprises in there. In that thing, we encourage you to learn. Each week we're trying to. One of the things we're doing with this show now is to give different ideas, different people. Not just we're late linear heavy. We know that we're electric only heavy, but we're trying to bring these guys in different places. In North Georgia and then possibly going down into South Georgia that will bring different ideas. As a matter of fact, next week we're going to have some striper guys on here, and them guys think a whole different world than the bass guys, just like the crappie guys did last week. So anytime, and listen, this is what I want to tell everybody. This is what the comment section is for, the live chat. Don't be afraid to ask a question or make a comment that these guys can possibly answer, or myself or anybody. I defer to them most of the time because we bring you guys on because you know the lakes. Like, I'm not an expert at Chatuge. Hell, I ain't never fished it. So I can't say, I've never fished Chatuge or Nottley. And then Alatoona, then you want to go down here to Latham or something like that, we can talk about it, these electric only ones. So everybody's got their strengths. Everybody's got their weaknesses, and you just have to be willing to ask the questions. What are you throwing right now? If you're going to Alatoona, you fish Alatoona any at all?
No.
Why are you even here? Why are you here?
You made me stay.
I made you stay. I needed a third person. So, Chris Nation, do they throw Demiki rigs this time of year? Yes or no? Any of you guys? Any of you guys want to throw a Demiki? Do you even know what a Demiki is?
I don't throw a Demiki a lot. No.
No Demiki
Never.
rigs. How about you?
Yes.
All right, why? So you can finally answer a question. This is why you're here now for that question.
The Mickey, we keep a Mickey laying on the we call it a moon eye.
A moon eye. Okay.
Yeah, we call it a moon eye. We keep it laying on the front deck. If we come across any time of the year, if we come across fish that's suspended, we'll drop it down in front of them. I've actually seen my partner catch some really good spots off of it.
Okay.
All right. Like it better than a spoon.
Oh, you like the Demiki better than the
Yes.
spoon right now on Lanier?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. What are you putting on it?
Small Kitech.
Small Kitech.
Yep.
Drop it down and just give it the wiggle, or what?
Yep. You can just sit there and just barely wiggle your rod.
We using electronics. You're looking down at that 15 feet or whatever. You go down to about 14 and wiggle it.
Yep.
Gotcha. Brock Turner, who is still on after all this time, and I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Only won 3 tourneys on tuna in my life, but I fished it like Lanier. The fish are different, but the same at times.
He's only fished tournaments on.
No, he's only won. He's only won 3. He's fished more. He's only won 3.
I'm saying he's only fished 3
Oh,
times.
yeah.
He's fished 4.
Yeah, he's only been on the lake 3 times, man. Come on. All right, Ron Pendergrass, a sea rig 5-inch green pumpkin lizard with a chartreuse tail.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Carolina rig.
That'd be
So
good
that's
right
showing. Listen, Ron's a little. He's like me. He's a little older. So we're bringing out the older generation throwing a Carolina rig. I find, and this is true, that younger guys do not throw the Carolina rig like the older generation.
My dad he's diehard. He threw it halfway through the summer this year and caught
Die
fish
hard
on it.
Carolina rig,
Yeah.
but you don't
Carolina
throw it.
rig, Texas rig finesse one.
Old school.
Just old school.
Why do you not throw it?
I don't throw it as much as him. I mean, I might pick it up every once in a while.
When
but
will you pick it up? At what situation?
They're moving real slow. When it gets real cold, like it has been for the last couple of days,
Right.
in the 20s, I'll pick it up.
You'll pick it up. And what are you targeting with the Carolina rig?
Usually flats. I'll go out to some
Okay.
flats.
All right.
with it.
Yeah.
In between brush and flats, just kind of pull it around the edges
Real
of them.
slow. Just
real
like,
slow,
real
just
slow.
barely drag.
What do you, okay, so now he's got the 5-inch green pumpkin lizard with a chartreuse tail, which now I know how old he is because I know that's what
Oh.
we all
The same exact thing, a Zoom lizard.
same color. Or you
Same color.
don't lie to make Ron
swear.
feel good. Are
I
you
swear that is
serious?
the same color I would throw on it.
Okay, all right.
Either that, or if I can't get bit on that, I'll even put a worm on it. just a finesse worm.
What about a
Green pumpkin
fluke? I hear
finesse worm.
people pulling a fluke behind the Carolina rig a lot,
I've never pulled a fluke.
like a
behind.
weightless fluke. How about
I've
you?
never
A
done
lot of
that.
do the what's that? Flapping frog, big bite, flapping frog, or
A
the
what?
fighting frog, fighting
Fighting
frog.
frog.
That's what a lot of people.
Frog on the
Yeah.
Carolina rig.
Mhm.
Now, what exactly is a fighting frog? I ain't heard of that.
I've never thrown it. I just always see people talking about it.
Talking
There's
about
a lot of talk,
fight.
yeah.
You know about that?
Not the fighting frog, no.
Not the fight. Do you throw a Carolina rig? Because you're old,
Only when it gets tough.
huh?
Only when
I
it
mean,
gets
you know I
tough.
love you, but you're old.
That's
I'm old.
usually when
You're older than dirt.
It gets tough.
You're still older than me, but you know.
I am
gotta-
older, but look, I mean, we look
Yeah.
look at that. Look at that face right there. That's the face of a 20-year-old right there.
You ain't got the health problems I got.
Oh, listen, I'm fat and out of shape and everything, dude. It's catching up with me like that. So I'm really digging Buddy's cigar hat.
Yeah, I
Show
seen
the hat a
that.
little bit more. Listen to this. Well, you didn't have to take it off.
there
It
you
was on
go.
that. We didn't want
Yeah.
nobody want to see that ugly mug. Look at
Yeah, I
that
know.
cigar.
That's dugout bait and tackle.
Dugout
right
bait.
there.
Mhm.
Listen, I'm so sick of giving dugout bait and tackle these
Yeah.
shout outs. He's still
Well,
Jamie Koza has still
Right
not
here.
sent me a rod. Show that picture again, Josh, right there on.
right here.
Show it at the dugout bait and tackle.
That's
Jamie
3
Koza.
generations right there.
Jamie Koza. Listen to me. If anybody is affiliated with Dugout Bait and Tackle, would you call him tomorrow and tell him to pull up to
Who?
about 2 hours and 14 minutes into this segment? Jamie, listen, buddy, I have called your company out 100 times on podcasts and on this, and I ain't got nothing for it. So you are a great man. You run a great company. How about sending a fishing rod or just something up here to Fish North Georgia in appreciation for all the love that I have sent down south? So there you go. That's all
He'll
we
send you
got.
FX.
Those, well, send me an FX. No, but seriously, dugout down there. Listen, honestly, I believe there is enough business for everybody. And in Kennesaw, dugout is the place.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Dugout's
I mean,
the
my,
place.
For sure.
my granddad started going there when they first opened up. My dad started going there, still goes there to this day. He's in there every day almost. Now I go in there and I'm in there as much as I can get there.
Well, now that I know you live in Canton, you better be coming up here some.
Oh, I'll come up
Okay,
here.
yeah.
Let's-
We're
let's-
growing. We're growing. We ain't got the dugout.
Now I don't
stuff.
have to drive all the way down to the dugout to get my Georgia Blades.
There was just a big profile on Dugout Bait and Fishing Tackle Retailer. And this was a guy in Indiana. Listen, James, what are you doing fishing tackle retailer? Just out of curiosity. But listen, the Dugout really is. The Kozas are they're a good family.
Jamie
I enjoy
Carter,
keeping up with the kids
Lee
on
Rose.
their stuff like that
Mhm.
while they're fishing and stuff. And I do not know Jamie personally. I don't know, but I can tell you he's very involved in his kid's life
Yes, he
and
is.
in the lives of other youths and kayak guys and stuff like that. Ronald, okay, Ron, seriously, if you're going tomorrow, tell him to tune in to 2 hours and 14 minutes
Hmm.
and listen to this all the way through 2 hours and 17
You
minutes.
call him?
You know, I got his number. I talked to him about getting some of his stuff up here, but just tell him to send me a rod, something, just anything. Oh, Steve Pinkston, listen to that. Buy the nuts there. Shameless plug. You know who Steve is? You go in the dugout all the time. You ever see them like Sugar Hill baits and them nuts and all that stuff there?
No, I never pay attention really. I usually just go in there and just talk.
It's like nuts and stuff. I mean, you ever go to Bass Pro Shop when you come out of Bass Pro Shop and they got the nuts right there as you walk out?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right there. That's Steve Pinkston.
Okay.
So
Hey, Russell
anything- listen,
Shoals.
so
I
you
know
need
him.
to listen. You need to eat Steve's nuts. You need to eat. What are y'all laughing about? The man sells nuts. Listen, Chris,
Salty nuts.
salty nuts. He's got salty nuts. He's got sweet nuts. It just depends on the day of the week.
That's
I don't
kind
know.
of like them weights I got last year,
Just
and
eat
that
his nuts.
crankbait and everything.
Eat Steve's
What was
nuts.
it? Balls deep.
To answer
I
your
don't
question,
know.
I went to school for marketing and want ideas as far as companies I might apply to for related positions. There you go. I got you, James. So we all get
that's good.
serious. Say it with a straight face. People, eat Steve Pinkston's nuts. I'm not eating his nuts, but these young guys will eat your nuts. How about that?
I don't know about all that, but
Pecan nuts, sweet nuts. All right, Steve's got sweet nuts. Listen, I can tell you we've been here too damn long now that we're talking about Steve's nuts. It's about time to go home. So when any of you guys, when you go to the dugout, would you grab Steve's nuts and just, send him some money his way that way? You all right? Huh? What are you laughing at? It's a legitimate company. Mine's in the gutter, ain't it? All you young guys, listen now, he can't even talk right now. If I asked you a question, you wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
I'll answer it to the best of my ability.
To the best of your abilities. Have you ever eaten Steve's nuts?
No.
Would you eat Steve's nuts?
No. Not now. Because every time I go in the dugout now, I'm going to see those nuts sitting there.
No pressure.
And I'm just going to start
Steve
laughing.
said no pressure.
I'm just going to start laughing every time I walk in there.
Those
now.
are Steve's nuts, man. And then one
It's
day
like
I'll tell you about the
twice a
ham
week.
sandwich. I can't tell you about the ham sandwich on air, but one day I'll tell you about his ham sandwich. I heard that story, Steve, about the ham sandwich, and I got questions. Is all I got to say. All right. So anyway, okay, listen, guys. Seriously, we've been going 2 hours and 20 minutes, and my wife's probably wanting to know where the hell I'm at. I haven't eaten or anything like that, so I can't believe 40 people are still watching this at this time. You guys ought to have better things to do with your life than to watch us talk about Steve's nuts. But again, we appreciate you guys, and I want to thank my guest again, Steven. Right? What's your last name? Because man, I done covered it up. No, it's been too long, huh?
Stephen Young.
Stephen Young. It's the Murphinator. The Murphinator. We'll just call you the Murphinator. What's your name again? Andrew Murphy,
AKA
So-
Mike Tyson.
AKA Mike Tyson, the Murphinator. So both of you guys, I know you guys came in to talk about the ABA and all
Wait.
that. And
I think he's got a rap song, doesn't he?
Who?
Don't
Me?
you have a rap song about
No,
him?
Garrett has it.
we have
Garrett
a rap
has
song.
it. Yeah, one of my buddies has got it.
It's called the Murphinator.
No, it's called 15 Pounds. He wrote it because we went on Alatoona one night and caught 15 pounds.
And so your buddy wrote a rap
He
song.
wrote a rap song.
Do you know the words?
No, I don't.
You lie like
I
a dog.
know
It says,
You know
it
the
says
words.
15
All right, listen, one
pounds.
second.
It says something about
Whoa,
15 pound big game.
No. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You got the music in the background?
No,
Listen, I want you.
Here, I'm on 1%. Call
No,
Garrett. and get him to play it.
No.
Garrett will
I
sing
want
it.
you to rap your song. You know it.
I don't know it. I really
You
don't.
lie.
I swear I don't.
You lie.
I
Because
really
he said you
swear
lied.
I
Does he know
don't.
the song or not?
No, he
Yes, he does.
I've heard it, but I don't know it. He
Are you
got
Are
real
we having
intoxicated.
performance anxiety right here or something?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, but
Rap
I
it.
really don't know it.
I'll do Eminem if you do.
Garrett does know it though.
You do know it?
Steven will get it.
Is
Yeah,
it
I
loud
just
enough that
texted
we can play?
Garrett. Yeah.
Has it got bad words in it?
No.
No, I don't.
No, he just
Oh, so
talks
you're-
about us catching 15 pounds. Out
Okay,
of a
so here's what
javelin
we're gonna
bass
do.
boat.
Here's what we're gonna do. I want if he doesn't answer in time for us to put it's his ringtone. So someone call him. If we can't get 15 pounds on a microphone where we can hear it tomorrow, I want you to download it or something to YouTube.
All right.
And I'll put it on our channel at Fish North Georgia. I'll tell you how to do it. 15 pounds. Who's this guy?
Garrett Sanders.
Garrett Sanders.
And Garrett Sanders ain't answering, is he?
No.
I didn't answer.
Okay.
He's probably still at work.
so first
honestly.
of all, I don't believe that you don't know your own song.
I really don't know the words to it.
Okay, well, you don't get a prize because I think he's lying. Does he know it? Honestly, be
He
straight.
does.
You know
He
I
does.
don't know it. I haven't heard
You know the first part.
Look, I know the first part.
Well, give me
Something
the
about
first part. Let's go.
He just says 15 pounds over and over again.
What's
That's
the
it.
beat? What's the
I don't know. I can't remember.
Give me the
I-
listen. I'm trying
look,
to end the show here, and I'm
every
not going to end the
time-
show till you do the first
Every
line.
time he
You know the
gets in
first few words.
15 pounds.
Yeah,
15
come on.
Like
pounds. Come on.
15 times.
15 pounds. 15 times.
No, like 15 pounds. He says 15 pounds like 15,
15
times.
pounds.
Hell, that didn't
15
take a lot of
pounds,
artistic
15 pounds,
ability. Hell, I can
15
go
pounds.
15 pounds. 15 pounds. That
No,
don't
but
make
then
it
he
a song.
adds some stuff in there, something about a javelin boat and
What's his name
me
again?
dragging a
What's that?
jig
Garrett
or
Sanders.
something.
Okay, so
Garrett
here,
Sanders.
okay, so I'm gonna end the show here, but here's the challenge to you guys. I want to hear a recorded version of 15 pounds, and I want it to be of quality enough where I can put it on here on my next show.
Did you text Garrett?
Can we do
Garrett
that?
texted back half asleep. I'll holler tomorrow.
No, tell him to get up.
He's drunk.
Tell him
All
to get
right,
up.
that's
Yeah,
all right.
He is.
He's drunk. Okay, so
is.
that's fine. So,
But that's when he sings it the best.
when he's drunk.
Yeah,
Well, we'll just
He
get him
always
up here.
does it when
We'll
he's
just bring
drunk.
y'all back next Thursday night, and we'll wrap it live.
that's fine.
You gonna sing it?
I'm not, but Garrett will.
Okay, so next, we'll maybe have y'all as a guest next Thursday night. We'll talk some more Alatoona, and Garrett can come.
Yeah, I mean,
How about that?
if Garrett will come up, he just moved to
No,
Albany.
Oh, he's in Albany.
Yeah, he just moved down to Albany. Isn't it Albany
Yeah, a few weeks.
or Augusta or
Okay,
something?
all
He's
right.
a medical
Yeah,
equipment sales
He's
rep.
medical equipment.
Get a
sales
recorded
rep down there.
version of it for me.
I'll get a recorded version.
Okay, so anyway, all right, guys. So the Murphinator, Steven, old fart here, Taylor. All right, listen, I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate everyone that actually stayed with us for almost 2.5 hours. Again, I don't know why you don't have better things to do with your life, but we love you. We appreciate you guys. Next Tuesday and next Thursday, go ahead and mark it down. We're going to be on both days. One of those days I'll have a striper guy, and the other day, hell, I might be rapping with this Garrett guy if we can get him up here. I don't know, but
I'll get him up here.
okay. Well, on Monday, I'll send out what we're going to talk about. So anyway, guys, we appreciate you guys. Hope you learned a little bit, and we will see you next Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in to the show at Fish North Georgia.
All right. Now I